No, nigga. How about this? How about y'all wake up, get the dick out your face, move the dick and balls out your face so you can see and realize this fucking team is put together horrible. Horrible.
Horrible. Horrible. I'm going to start the stream off with a quote from one of my favorite all-time Survivor players, the immortal, the two-time winner, Sandra Diaz-Twine. We want to find out, where is that snake motherfucker Rodri after all these quotes? Because he has managed to piss off the Man City fan base and the Atletico Madrid fan base all in the span of about, 24 hours? So, hey, it's very rare I can throw a Survivor quote in, so I had to do it. But welcome to the show. As you can tell, we got some serious questions about our Ballon d'Or winner, Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante. What is going on? He has just lit up the whole thing. Maybe a lot of this was coming. We don't know, but wow, it's been chaos on Twitter. I've seen some unbelievable, just absolute crap tweets from our fan base. They ought to be ashamed. But Rodri definitely is. He's made the discussion happen. He didn't have to. He opened his mouth, and we'll get into it. We'll get into all of it. But big up, Rosa Alfred. I guess that was from a while ago. But thank you, anybody who's here from Alf. Maybe a redirect or something. I'm not sure. I think his stream ended quite a while ago. Big up AK. There we go. Ashkan. Raza says we will be there. And big up Rise. Not even mad. We had his best years anyway. I mean, that is facts, but I don't know. He's been looking pretty damn good lately, I think. I think Rodri's finally getting his match fitness back. And, washed up peg leg ACL Rodri took Declan Rice to the cleaners, who everyone says is going to be the PFA player of the season. All right. Fan of Hamza says he's a rat. Disgusting comment. Let's share some of those comments just so we can all be on the same page. Maybe some people missed the quotes, but we might as well go through some of them. I have a couple pulled up, so let me just share them real quick. So let's see. Which one am I doing? Okay. Let me make sure this. Oh God. All right. Just when we thought we were going to have a good stream, Adam has to come on, but let me read this one quote. So first quote was from last night. I have 1 year left on my contract at Man City. At some point we'll have to sit down and talk. And this is what's triggering everybody, saying Real Madrid is not a closed door for me. So that is setting the fan base off. And there's one more. Let me just pull that up real quick. Yeah, this one is pissing everybody off. The fact that I play for Atletico Madrid does not stop me from playing for Real Madrid. You cannot refuse the best clubs in the world. So a lot of people are pissed off about these quotes. I think he's kind of little bro in Man City there. This is the captain of our football club right now, and he's sitting there twerking for Real Madrid, who I think humiliated him and embarrassed him on the biggest night of his life. But, with every story, there's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of theories. He could be leveraging for more money from City. Maybe he genuinely just wants to go home. But I think some people are just kind of pissed off with the way he's saying it. What do you think, Adam?
I'm not pissed off, but I'm just surprised. Out of all of the clubs, why I say I'm surprised in an element of a surprise is this is the same club that were openly and publicly, not even privately, openly and publicly for the whole world to see, that disrespected you when you won that Ballon d'Or. And then what, to then to go to them. I find it a bit, I can't wrap my head around it. Okay, I get he wants to go back to Spain, and okay, if that's the case, he wants to go back to Spain. But then to go to the club that publicly, try to disrespect and tarnish your Ballon d'Or. I find it a bit weird to go to the club that, like what I said, publicly disrespected you, then to go to them after them disrespecting you.
It's just my opinion. Adam, it's like this is a very this would be an OTT kind of reference. It's like this woman, let's say it's a woman who starts dating the man of her dreams, and then that man of her dreams punches her in the face, just messes her face up, humiliates her. And then she goes back to that man who publicly embarrassed and abused her. That's kind of what it feels like. And I think a lot of us are just confused because we all David Silva, we all knew David Silva was going to go back to Spain.
I just got to give an asterisk before somebody takes what we say out of context. We didn't mean it in that way.
We're not condoning violence.
We don't condone no abuse or no domestic violence. So before anyone comes and says, Kels and Adam is promoting domestic violence, we are not.
So, no. We're just making a dramatic example, but no one's better than the club.
I just had to clarify that.
Caveat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. PSA. But anyways, no. But what I was trying to say is that we knew David Silva wanted to go back to Spain. We knew it. We knew that forever. But I never remember hearing a peep from him in the media. He never. He was the kind of guy that would just say, "I have no comment. I'll discuss it some other time." Rodri could have done that. He could have just said, I have a contract and we'll discuss it later. This is not the time to discuss it. That could have happened, but maybe this is his way of leveraging a big contract from someone. Because we also have to realize he's 30 or he's turning 30 in a few weeks, I think in May or June, something like that. He's not been paid very well because he signed a contract before he had Ballon d'Or for him. And then I think we were trying to give him a contract then, and then he tore his ACL. So we couldn't commit the money to him because, he's older and have an ACL. We don't know how he comes back, but
like what you said,
this is probably his chance for his last big contract.
No, like what you said, you also made a great point. It could be potentially, a tactic from him and his representative to get a per se a good deal from the club. I don't know. Listen, that's how I see. Listen, if you look, my thing is how I always see it is if a player. I know some people ain't gonna like me saying it. Look, if he wants to go, he wants to go at the end of the day. No point of holding a player that doesn't have his heart and his mindset at the club. And if he decides that he wants to go, he wants to go.
Well, I have serious questions. If he's saying this now, is he gonna phone it in the rest of the season? I hope not.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I say. I don't know. It's just pretty much we just gotta wait and see what happens. It's pretty much of a waiting game whether he signs the contract. But I still think, look, it could just be me having guessing games, but I personally still think maybe he might sign a contract extension. But at the same time, I could end up being wrong. I just think, I've said it many times, personally, in my opinion, I think he probably signs that contract extension. I don't know what he's going to get, but I still think he'll probably sign. But I don't see him going on a free. Let's see.
Well, see, the thing is we don't have any leverage. If he wants to go on a free and get a signing bonus from either, some club in Spain.
Yeah, because no, literally,
we can't kick him out of the door.
He can sign a signing on a pre-agreement with any club basically from January, and then and we can't do any team out of the Premier League basically, any European team. So I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah. I think this is the timing of the interview. Yeah. And we just want a trophy, and I think people there's a segment of the fan base, I think there's some people that think we could potentially win the Premier League this season. Based on, we might have mentally crushed Arsenal on that. We just don't know. And so for him to say, I'm going to go to Madrid, that's demoralizing.
I don't have an issue. Look, I don't have an issue with him voicing his opinion, but I just find the timing to be a bit funny from him. That's just my opinion. I think, okay, it's cool. He can say what he wants to say at the end of the day. That's what his opinion at the end of the day. For me,
and this is a great point.
I just find the timing to be a bit. Was it needed? I just think the timing of it was not needed, in my opinion. Or you could do like what you just said. Oh, I'll wait until the end of the season and then I'll look at my options. He could have just said that, but that's where I think that I feel like a bit like I'm not per se pleased about that. He could have just said, "Oh, I'll look at my options at the end of the season." That's where I would have preferably liked him to say, but at the end of the day, that's his opinion, and he's within his rights to voice his opinion.
Yeah, and ultimately, he's going to do what's best for him because he can set himself up for life and his future generation. I'm sure he probably wants to be a dad. He could leave, immense amounts of money, that's on the table for him. But I just have no idea what's going to go on. But this is a really good point about David Silva never said anything to Grado, Jesus Navas. They never cried about wanting to go back to Madrid. Like, I think they wanted to, but they never said anything. They just went about their business. It's professionalism. And that is something I expected more from him, because he's a well-educated man. He's been to university. He's one of our club captains. You can tell just by the way he carries himself that, you know, you expect more out of him. And this it kind of feels like a knife in the heart for me. That was the phrase I used last night. Rodri gave the media what they're looking for. Luke is not asked. He's not arsed. Luke thinks he'll stay. Yeah. I kind of feel like this. I think he's going to stay one more year. And there's nothing we can do about it. Like, we can't kick him out the door, and nobody's benching him because he's still the best player in the world in his position. And
look, I still don't think Madrid will per se will pay anything for him when they know they could really and truly disgrace for 6 months and then agree a deal with him and get him in the summer for free. So
yeah,
that's where the problem is. I don't know. And then
I don't think they have any money to spend.
And would he per se would he want to go to a different club? Like, let's just say a scenario of, say, Bayern Munich, if they do come in for him, will he willing to be no, or will he just say, oh no, I don't want to listen to any other offers except Real Madrid? So I don't know, it's just pretty much of a waiting game and see what happens. If he signs the contract, he signs the contract. If he decides that, you know what, I want to go back to Spain, at the end of the day, that's his decision.
And I think he will have our blessing if he wants to do that. But just the way it went down the past 2 days, I think it's just really rubbing some fans the wrong way. Because we've been fighting for this guy for a long time.
No, I just think it's more say why some per se fans are angry is more say to do with the timing of it. Is that we got kicked out of, I'm not saying that's one of the main sole reasons. We got kicked out in the Champions League by the same team that he's talking about. And then the timing of it after it coming out after us winning the Carabao Cup against Arsenal.
Yeah, the Carabao Cup. It's almost like he made it about himself, and that's not cool.
Like you're just making it like it's like having the main character syndrome, basically. So look, I'm not saying Rodri is a bad guy. Look, if he decides that if he decides, look, I've accomplished everything at City and I want something, I want to go back home and enjoy the sun in Spain. Listen, that's his decision to make at the end of the day. No one else.
Yeah, don't forget, Bernardo's been saying that for years, that he wants to live in the nicer weather. But no, Luke is bringing up a good point here. There's been some absolute crap on Twitter. A picture. We lost Adam. Probably for the best. Just kidding. Hang on. Yeah, we lost Adam. I've seen some absolute whoppers on Twitter today. Let's see. There's been the section of the fan base saying he doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or. And there's some people thanking that scumbag from Arsenal for injuring him. I don't know what's wrong with people like that. I think you need therapy. Like Rodri wanting to leave our club. It's going to happen someday, no matter what. So, fine. We're pissed off about it today, based on just the timing and the what he's saying. But like, that doesn't negate all the great things he did. It doesn't negate the Champions League goal or his equalizer in the Villa game, or that amazing kick against Bayern Munich, and he's our Ballon d'Or winner. So. He's brought a lot of firsts to this club. I think he got the assist in the Super Cup. What was the assist to Palmer? I don't remember if he took a pen in that game or not. I don't think he did. He was player of the tournament in the Club World Cup when we won that. So he was player of the season in the Champions League. Like, he's just done so much for us. So I could be a little sour about right now, but you can't just like fuck the guy off completely and just be like, well, he didn't deserve this. You really want Vinicius Jr. win the Ballon d'Or? I don't think so, but I can see how some people are hurt in the fan base, because a lot of us have been fighting battles for Rodri for a long time. We had to fight battles on YouTube, people saying he didn't deserve it. And we had to go out there and fight and be like, this is why he deserved it. And educate people, because they didn't seem to want to know, and maybe, even though we have no, we're not part of his life or anything like that, but we were out there fighting for him, and we wanted, we want people to see how brilliant he is, and nobody seems to want to. So it's kind of frustrating. Baran says he didn't deserve the Ballon d'Or. I don't know what you were watching that year. Yeah. Vinny Jr. was not the best in the world. So it's basically like an 18-month period that Rodri just absolutely dominated the sport, because it started. A lot of people were saying that he should have won the Ballon d'Or the year before when we won the treble. So let's recap that season, or that 18-month span. We did 5 trophies in a year, which was included a treble in the 22-23 season. Then 23-24 season, that we won the Super Cup, and Rodri was a big part of that. We won the Club World Cup, Rodri, huge part of that. And then we won the Premier League, which is basically him and Foden carrying us that season. Do people just not remember that? Rodri was immense. And then he won the Euros with his team, and he was voted player of the tournament in the Champions League when we won it. Not just man of the match, which he also won in the final, but player of the entire tournament. There he is. Hang on. We got Luke fighting to fight. All right. So Rodri was Champions League player of the tournament. Then the following season, when he got injured in the final, he was player of the tournament in the Club World Cup with a golden ball. Then he was player of the tournament in the Euros. Not young play, everyone's like, Lamine Yamal won young player. He won the player of the entire tournament. And so he also, the summer before, he won player of the tournament and the UEFA Nations League title. So he's just he's very important to all of his teams. So for anyone to say he's not the best player in the world over that stretch I just don't think you know what you're talking about. I know it's not a glamorous forward position, racking up 50, 60 goals, but as a DM, he had 25 GNA. That's insane. That's a lot of GNA for a 6. 6 generally don't score. They generally don't contribute to that. They're the people behind the scenes doing stuff. They don't get that kind of output in a year. And so, yeah. What do you think of all this?
Okay, well, I went on Alf's. Me and Alf talked about it there. Quite honestly, personally, I think people have gone out of hand. At the end of the day, he's entitled to do what he wants with his career. He's been an absolutely incredible player for us. For me, the best DM in the Premier League. People say other players, but for me, what he's done is exceptional. 4 league titles in a row, Champions League, our first UCL win in the final. Big moment player. I'm sorry, but Cal, he has been incredible. People act like he's disrespecting us. He's not. He has never once said, "I'm leaving." In the interview, right? Did it say, "I'm leaving in the summer"? No. If he goes, fine. But everyone has lost their heads recently. It's like all of a sudden we're all waiting for a bit of negativity, and suddenly, bang, everyone's gone onto it again. It's like, look, if he goes, he goes. Football is a funny old game. Players leave, players join. I think people need to just realise that not every player will be here for 10 years, Kels. It's not going to happen. Some will leave early.
No. He's going to leave eventually. Yeah, obviously. He might leave this summer. I just can't handle the disrespect towards him right now. People are just losing their minds. Some of the shit I've seen, I just can't handle. And I just think some of his quotes are a tiny bit disrespectful, but he's going to do what's best for him. And I get it. He's professional. He's a professional athlete. He has a limited window of when to make a lot of money. And I don't begrudge anybody for trying to make generational wealth. I don't, but I wish he had not said those quotes.
Again, Kels, I think he'll stay. People think I'm wrong now. I think I'm delusional, but I don't care. I personally think he'll stay. If I'm wrong, cool, whatever. But at the end of the day, if he goes, he goes. Our club's not finished if he goes. It's like the club is out of business if Rodri goes.
I totally agree.
I think people need to get off their high horse, right, and getting pissed off when a certain player might want to leave. If someone wants to go, thank you for everything you've done. Give it whatever you can for him. Get someone else to replace him. Because I'm sorry, I don't see the point of losing your mind over it. Because we've been there before. Look at players like Bernardo Silva saying that they might have gone and stayed longer than what he did. Some players just stay longer. It happens. So what I'll just do is, look, if he wants to go and says to the club, I want to go.
Ceballos. Ceballos is trash. Nobody wants
Ceballos. Jesus Christ, no thank you.
Bye-bye, Rodri. Get what you can and move on. I don't think that Real Madrid are going to pay a fee. They just don't do that.
If he wants to go, fine. But I don't want to be sat here hearing people say, sell him. He doesn't even say he wants to go. You're saying sell him over. By the way, right? They're doing this right over Romano's comments. A journalist who we know isn't a reporter on interviews anyway. He's just taking bits that are important for the news. This is what he does.
Yeah.
I
He's
know
here
that
to
old-
sell. He's here for clicks. He's not here for accurate anything.
There's that old cope. No, I'm not coping at all. I've read the whole interview. Fair enough. He says about it, but he hasn't once said this is the last season at City. He hasn't said it at all. So,
yeah, I would not be surprised if the way I've looked at it for the past like week or so is, I think it's clear based because there were those quotes like 2 weeks ago or something. I think it's clear he's not going to sign a contract, but I don't think that means he's going to leave this summer. I think that he could just walk out on a free. And if he wants to do that, the club can't really force him out. You know, Viana doesn't have that power. Because we're not going to bench him. And we can't just say, no, go. We're going to, we can't just kick you out the door for a little bit of money. Because he might be holding out just for get a fat signing bonus. Because when there's a transfer fee, he doesn't get any of that money. The club gets it. But if he signs for a free, he gets a signing bonus, he gets all that money. He doesn't have to share with anybody. So I can see, I get it. I get it.
But Celts, what I don't like though, I don't like the reaction people are giving it, like the way they're just gone vitriolic and really hateful. God, yeah. I'm sorry, acting like that tells you what we know about you.
Dreaming with what comment.
I'm sorry, but the way people go on and they get really abusive, it's like if that's how you are on here, imagine how you are in person. Jesus, like anything like that, right? It's football. If it's actually that badly, go touch some grass. Go outside, get a hobby. Football is not the be all end all of my life or anyone's life. I love the club, but Christ, everyone's
well, Spycase is here.
I just honestly, I'm just sick of people getting so reactionary when something this happens, like abusive. Like, just stop it. I'm bored. of people just doing that.
Luke, they have the emotional intestinal fortitude of a 5-year-old.
Bro, X is washed now. This
is why that's why Matt Hatter's not on Twitter.
Yeah, I'd lose my mind, and I'd probably get kicked off with the stuff that I would say anyway. It'd be terrible.
Yeah,
I felt motherly, and I had to go put some pro Rodri post out there.
Yeah,
I put a tweet out saying that, and I got cut saying, "Oh, read it. You're wrong." Like, fucking Jesus! I have an opinion, and it's wrong apparently. Jesus Christ!
So have you guys brought up to anyone on your Twitter post like, "Hey, Bernardo Silva has been doing this for 5 years straight. Any problems there?" No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
No, he always be he's always been shaking.
Good.
He always be shaking that ass for a Barcelona move. Bernardo.
I know, and this
always been shaking that ass for a fucking Barca move.
And it shows the hypocrisy that is going bananas in this fan base about depending on the players. It's wild.
Well, I did go to war for I went up to bat for Rodri. I was like, I still bat for you. Half our fan base is like, get out, you ungrateful person, and blah blah blah. I'm just like,
no, I'm for him.
Bernardo has come out publicly. I could find a quote. City Extra reposted it.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Bernardo made mention of Barcelona a couple times.
If I know about Bernardo wanting to leave, and I'm a fucking Newcastle fan, I'm pretty sure most Man City fans should know. And if you're acting like you don't know, then you're just you're lying to yourself.
Well, Steve, here's my point, and this is for everybody.
Steve, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna let you post this because you're better at the techie stuff. Every time I try to do this, I'm like, yep. All right, here we go, guys. Martin is back. Martin is back.
I like the new logo.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sick.
But
what's going on, Martin?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome back.
What's going on, bro?
Can I do I told you so yet? Am I allowed?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Hate to say I told you so.
No.
And I
listen.
Hey, I can do what I told you so too.
Song?
I actually Martin, you're
you know what?
Your I told you so is gonna be followed up by my I told you so.
I'm not that.
What?
I'm not that bothered.
No.
I'm not either, and everyone's losing their shit over this. And I'm like, dude, give him some runway.
Today's show me Player FC is loud and proud at the moment.
Yeah.
The shit we've just had with Trafford and Donnarumma. And by the way, anyone who thinks they've got any kind of hope of keeping Rodri, there's no chance after the abuse he's taken today. Jesus
You
Christ.
should go to my Twitter page where it's nothing but Rodri proud.
It's
Rodri,
right.
if you're listening to this, go to my Twitter page. It's nothing but props.
Well, luckily he's not on there, but the problem is players talk.
Erling Haaland, show Rodri all my pro Rodri tweets.
But listen, I'll say this.
We know
He's won
Haaland's
every
on there.
single. Was the interview bad timed? 100%. Was it the wrong? But I've been thinking about this. When's the right time to do it?
I
Yeah.
don't think there is one.
Well, with Player
I think that's
FC,
how
it's
I
got to
would
be
react
after the
to,
World Cup.
after winning a trophy, I don't know if I'd be like, yeah, okay, won
No,
the
but-
trophy,
but-
I'm out of here. Like, I don't know if that's
But
the
think of
right
it this way, right? If he doesn't mention it till after the World Cup, City can't move on any kind of deal or move forward because then it's going to leave them in a bind.
And that also fans will be like, well, why didn't we know about this earlier? I wanted to see the
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
a catch. It's a catch 22.
Yeah.
Either way.
How come we didn't know earlier so we could get the replacement in?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Martin,
Listen, the
Well,
club knew. I'm gonna.
Teals here,
I-
aliens here.
I-
We just need predators.
I can now share information that I've sat on for 6 months.
Oh, I'm
I
going to
was
warn the
bummed.
chat real quick. If you harass Martin, you're getting banned.
Well, hey, listen, they can ask me. I'm only the messenger. See, what I've noticed is when I give them the good news, they're my friend. When I give them the bad news, I'm a dickhead. I'm only sharing reported information. I'm not here to give you. I'm not a fairy to give you all the good news and ignore the bad stuff. What do you want me to do? It's not Christmas.
Martin the Tooth Fairy confirmed.
What do you want me to do? I can't just go, oh, here's the good news and ignore
I
the
don't know a
rest.
fairy to go with. So Tinkerbell, Tinkerbell, or Tooth Fairy. What would you prefer?
They can call me whatever they want. They can call me a pepsexual for all I freaking well care. But
No,
this-
Mateus is not here. Don't worry about it.
I'm a pepsexual, pep cult, main road wanker, whatever you want to call me. I'll embrace it.
This has a Vinicius Junior agenda.
It bounces off me like bullets now, and I'm with a bulletproof. Oh shit, where's that gone? No, the simple fact is, the club knew.
Yeah.
This is not a shock from the club today. If you think it was, then you're silly. There's a reason he's been playing him and playing him and playing him and playing him, because they were trying to convince him to stay. Rodri wanted to play, and this was the way to do it, and this is the way they're going around it. It's probably not worked. Listen, is there a chance? There's always a chance. But I can
think
tell
there's a
you now,
problem with that though, because
there's no chance he won't be going on a
alienated the
threat.
person we brought in. Or we brought in Nico G, and I think we've kind of alienated
Well,
him. So we're
as
going
I
to go
told
into
you
that
earlier.
season with no 6 next year. That's
As
gonna
I
be
told you
rough.
earlier on, he was already 50% out the door anyway. We'd just give him the other 50 out the door to go with it, really. I mean, I don't know if anyone's seen Bernardo's comments as well about Portugal and Manchester and the piss down rain. He'd love to stay in Manchester, but it was sunny. Listen, this is the prop. I hate to say this. People abroad, when you live in Portugal and Spain and you've got the nice sunny climate, they'll come, they'll do their bit for 8-9 years, and then they want to go home. This is all this is. He's won every trophy. He's won the Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or.
There's nothing more to do here for the guy.
Well,
He's done it.
Martin, one of my points with this whole thing, when I step back, when I'm getting frustrated with our fan base flipping out over this, is like, dude, the guy's got all his family there. His girlfriend, wife, whatever you want to say she is going to be, she's just got a job there. Now there's rumors swirling that fatherhood and marriage are going to be in the picture very, very soon. On top of that, City kind of did him bad a little bit by not bringing anyone in for 2 years. Like that ACL tear that he got, if you look at it and do the research on it, it wasn't a tackle. When he jumped, he landed a little bit funny. You're not supposed to get a tear like that. That's from overuse. Primarily.
Well, there has been I can now share this. There has been a disagreement between City's medical team and Rodri's team of how that was handled.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
And
going to
that's
love
how-
Real Madrid's medical staff then.
That didn't help.
You can see in the shit. You can
Listen,
see in
I'm
that.
gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna put this, and me and you, Cal, spoke quite a lot earlier on. I'm going to share this. Cristiano Ronaldo walked out of United to Real Madrid in his prime.
Yeah.
In his prime. David Beckham walked out of Man United to Real Madrid in his prime. Luis Figo did the unthinkable and stabbed Barcelona in the heart and went to Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane left a prime Juventus in Europe and went to Real Madrid. Trent, I love Liverpool. I'll never stab them in the back. Went to Madrid. Michael Owen, I love Liverpool. Went to Madrid. Steve McManaman, I love Liverpool. Went to Madrid. I can carry this list on all day. Real Madrid.
I'm sending you the link.
I'm going to say this quite bluntly to a lot of City fans, and you're not going to like this. Manchester City is not and never will be Real Madrid.
100%.
Park it,
100%.
Little bro, the club you're at while you're at them. That's, you know what I mean? Like,
no, but that's just how it goes.
Yeah, but
that's
people should.
You just, it's like we already know that. Do you have to just? It's like I know you know something's wrong, and you have to rub salt in the wound. Like, can you just not?
Yeah. But I don't know.
But was there ever a good way of doing this? You got to remember, he's on international duty.
You just simply tell the media to fuck off, and you say we'll talk about it later.
Well, probably not, because he probably needs. Because I'll put it bluntly, he wants to go now. He doesn't want to wait a year. He wants out now. There's no waiting 12 months.
Oh, did he tell you that?
There's no 12 months wait. He wants now. Because personally, he's not the kid here. Why?
Arsenal are actually like Real Madrid. No, they're not.
Here's the thing. Do you know? And I'm going to put this quite bluntly. Why did Julian Alvarez get away with this, but Rodri doesn't?
Bernardo gets away with it.
Yeah, I brought
Bernardo
that up.
Silva said
Bernardo
Silva said for 3 years he wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Not because of the city, because of the weather. Julian Alvarez was the one who asked to leave Manchester City. His sisters pushed it.
Martin, Martin, me and Daps and Cows, we're talking about that on the stream at night. Daps was telling me in the away end, who was it, Alvarez's family and stuff were being like, yeah, we are trying to trying to go out to Spain because it's really nice. Like, that's what it is, man.
Was there a way of Matt Gay to leave Crystal Palace? See, the shoe's always on the other foot.
Exactly.
When you are buying the player, you're all right with it. When you're losing the player, you're pissed off. I get it. It was ill-timed. It was ill-timed. It was stupid. But that's football. We've got to stop putting these players before the badge.
Yep.
Yeah, but Martin, the other thing that still kills me is it's not like he's 26 years old, has no relatives, and is a tomcat having the time of his life. The guy's getting his life is coming together. He's going to probably be having a kid, getting married. His girls just got a job in Madrid. His whole family's from Madrid. It's not like falling out of the sky for no reason.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be back.
You know what's crazy?
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll let you back in. Just if you gotta go.
And Mad Hatter, you know what's crazy? Even if he was a man whore and he just wanted to go fuck off to Spain, there's nothing wrong with that either.
No, I know, but what I'm just saying is,
he doesn't have to justify.
I'm not. But you're missing my point. I'm not. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to just.
Great again. Yes.
He doesn't have to.
He's catching on. Hohen.
Make Hohen great again.
Hohen.
Yeah.
So Rodri's a hoe bag. What? No.
Yeah. Tonali's Hohen. Salah's Hohen.
Tonali had a lady. Steve. Speaking of Tonali, he is now being heavily touted as a Rodri replacement. And as we were discussing in a chat earlier that Luke was in, is Tonali a better 6 or 8? What do you think?
6.
Okay, so he is a 6. He's not an 8.
And to be fair, goals tonight as well. You got goals tonight.
Okay, Teal, this is not helpful. This is not helpful.
Viva Italia. We're going Italian now.
Right? Nice goal tonight.
Oh, maybe Donnarumma needs a friend.
Guess what? My simp fan base, my Newcastle simp fucking fan base, are all pissed off at him for no reason.
They're pissed off at you?
No, they're pissed off at Tonali for playing.
Why wouldn't he play for Italy? He's trying to go to the World Cup.
Yeah, that's yeah. But he didn't play in the Sunderland game. Because he was injured, had a genuine injury. So
you know what? I think should happen is I think you should tell everyone that Lewis Hall needs to come to Man City.
We don't need him.
I'm dying on this hill.
Getting a new
We don't
contract.
need him. We don't need him. We don't need Lewis Hall.
We need a
Tonali-
right back. Who's your right
Tonali-
back? Is it Lewis Miley? Is he the right back, or what does he play?
He can play. Hey, Pat. Agenda.
Let Rodri go. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Wow. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
No, I don't.
No.
What do you mean? No, I don't care.
Let Danny Ellie.
Danny Ellie thinks Vinicius Jr. should have won the Ballon d'Or.
No, never. No, never. No, never. I never.
Well, those are shots fired.
No.
Actually,
never.
Danny Ellie, you need to tell him what you were saying earlier about who we might be targeting in a season or two. Please.
Summer 27. João Neves.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jan Neves. I'm here for Jan Neves.
I'm not nervous. There's a plan in place. Hey, he's overrated, but that is a player. If Rodri wants, let me go on to Rodri. If Rodri wants to go.
Pat, we don't know.
The words have been out. You know, it's whatever. He wants to leave. He's 29. I don't care.
He'll be 30 soon.
There are good players out there. They're not Rodri. Build a system. Build a core. Move on. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and cry over a guy that wants to go to Madrid. Shit, I want to go to Madrid. It's nice there. Yeah. Have you ever had paella on the beach near Catalunya?
Yeah,
it's nice. It's nice. With the taxes.
Is this true? Neves has 105 million release. I'd pay that immediately. I would pay that if that is true. That is not fake news. I would pay that in a heartbeat for Jan Neves. That guy's really good.
Rodri for me has been an unbelievable player and a great.
There's no way he has 105.
Look, but do you know what it is though that annoys me? Right, I think it's the people on X who have just abused him. That's what I don't like. The abuse he's got. Like the other day, right? Was it timing? No, but then again, like we said before. Is there a time to do it?
Stand corrected.
Wait. There's a question for Luke from Patrick in the. We're pretty.
The timing.
Do you agree with the timing of the comments?
Well, with the title still there, I guess. An FA Cup, no. But then again, when do you say it? After season's done? It's a hard one, isn't it? It's a hard one. But look,
the season's not done.
I guess you have to because there's going to be a big goodbye party. He's going to want to be a part of it.
Well, Kelks, imagine
like the Stones and Bernardo goodbye party.
Aston Villa at home, right? If his last league game was City, Premier League, winning goal against Villa, win the league. Imagine that. To win the league for us.
Imagine Bernardo against Aston Villa gets to lift a Premier League title, a trophy,
Kelks.
For the seventh
time. Rodri and Bernardo lift the title together. The last season for the club. I'd love that. That'd be a great ending. Because until both leave in the summer, you get Anderson Snarley in, cover that. Nico G, I'm part of that.
I think Nico G's done. I think Pep has just completely fucked this guy.
Pep don't rate him, bro. Pep don't rate him.
We played our best football earlier this year with Nico G, but the treatment of him, and I've heard almost every city content creator saying, "Why didn't we try him and Rodri together?"
Well, we did in the Spurs game for 20 minutes.
Yeah, against Spurs 20 minutes. Yeah, that
exactly.
really taught us a lot.
That was enough.
The game was already decided. We'd already I think we literally gave up the goal. Like Nico G subbed on, and then they immediately scored, and they're like, "Well, it's his fault." It's like, what? He literally just got on the pitch.
Well,
it was his first minutes in the month or something because Pep just stopped playing him.
Well,
so it's
the thing with Rodri leaving, it's like it is what it is. I don't harbor any bad feelings. Like, thanks for coming out. Appreciate everything you did. You were fantastic. I understand you got to go. It is what it is. Keep moving forward. What does worry me is if Pep does leave, and it seems like that's very likely this summer. Why am I reading things saying that Maresca is top of the heap? That right there is a bit of a worry. So I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on this because I think that's a much bigger situation that could be problematic than if Rodri leaves.
Let's worry more about Rodri. This is a Rodri team.
He's a good enough manager to beat the managers in this fucking league. That's what I'll say.
He is.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wait. There's a question for Daniele. What are your thoughts on Tijani so far?
He's been fine for me.
I don't know if he's here. We'll ask him when he comes back. He might be.
No.
He might
for me, right.
Great movement, but not as good with his feet as his movement is.
Isn't going to happen this summer. Maybe in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, but not right now. If it's Maresca for 2 or 3 years, they'll be like, oh, it ain't good enough.
Steve is on the giggles right now. Actually, no. It's not an agenda. It's an agenda.
Oh,
Big up, Patrick.
Yeah, big up, Pat. Oh, here we go. The trifecta is here now. We got Predator, we got Teal, and we have Alien.
Oh, boy. Big up, gents. Big up.
Martin was here. He's coming back. Don't worry.
Look, if it is Maresca, I'm not against it. At the end of the day, right? Again, name your manager out. Again, I'm not saying I want Maresca and nothing else. I'm just saying right now, name your manager out there right now that's available.
Well, define available.
And we think he would just be a stopgap, right?
Habibi,
it is 2 or 3 seasons.
Habibi, it is not going to be. It's not going to be Maresca. Relax.
Oh,
it's not going to be Maresca.
I'm not saying one, but
Daniele, I hope you're correct, man. I pray.
That wants Alonso.
He ain't available. I hate.
You know why Enrique's not coming? Because they're down
Well, guys. Well, Steve, per Enrique, United's going hard for him, and PSG is trying to give him a lifelong contract. And rumors are swirling that apparently with Enrique, he's not 100% sold on staying at PSG permanently. He does like the idea of going to the Premier League, and that's why United are going balls out to try to get him. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not done.
If he went to United, then we have fucked up as a club.
You know what's funny? You know what's really funny though? I heard the same thing about Paris Saint-Germain sporting director Campos. Heard the same exact story. Oh, he's not sure about the project. There's Premier League interest. He wants to go to Man United.
No, I didn't say he wants to go. I didn't say he wants to go to Man United. I'm saying Man United desperately want him and trying to sell him.
Yeah, and
PSG are like, stay here.
They desperately want
Campos. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Would you take Nuno? Yeah. Somebody I was talking to, I think, said that they would take. Was it you, Steve? Somebody was like, Nuno wouldn't be that bad of a stopgap, and I was like,
no.
I'd take Klopp. He'd never come back, but I'd take Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp.
Have to.
Dude, the piss take would be amazing.
Breadcrumbs. Follow the bread. There have been leaks and reports. Xabi was on that list. Xabi apparently is going to Liverpool. Beautiful Mind says Fabregas is on that list. That was linked for a reason. And so was Mike German. And then you link with the players that are linked with them. If you got Wirtz, that was going to be a pull with Xabi. You didn't get Wirtz, so likely you're not going to get Xabi. But you are interested in Nico Paz. Yeah. If Nico Paz goes to Madrid next year and it doesn't work out, Beautiful Mind comes to the city after Pep, and he brings the boy Paz.
Fabregas?
You have a little bit of John. Yes, because next year is his real audition because Como will have UCL ball if they make the Champions League, and can they handle the load of the two schedules?
Mr. Roboto. We can't hear you, Daniele. We think your connection failed.
I'm still here.
Okay, there you go. That's much better.
Can you hear me now?
You're kind of cutting in and out, but you're better now.
No, I was just saying, next season for Cesc is the same audition that companies having now. We will know based off of how they perform next year in the UCL, if they are exciting, if they are stable. Cesc is going to be a hot commodity. You've already sent an envelope, okay? Because if Arteta wins the Prem, Arteta's not leaving. Where's Cesc going to go? City is an industrious project, family grown. There's stability there. Sheikh Mansour ain't walking away. That check's going to be open. He'll have the Arteta time. Okay, let's assume it's not him. Then you get boy genius. Mr. Wonder Kid himself with Julius Nagelsmann. Look in the academy. We're littered with his assistants. We're trying to incorporate some of the shit that he did at Leipzig now in the academy. Bring me the Beautiful Mind. Bring me the next iteration. I'm ready for Gegenpress. Okay? I want to see the Wonder Kids run. I'm tired of the paella tiki-taka. Okay? Bring me the Beautiful Mind from Lake Como. And that boy Paz.
I do like it. Oh, yeah. Nico Paz is great.
Listen, if Cesc
I love watching him this season.
Go ahead.
So what are you doing? Okay, let's say you get Paz. What are you doing with Foden and Cherky?
Listen, Walter is the steward of the club. He will always have a home. Walter's not going anywhere. Turkey, listen, I'm not tied to anybody. My guy was KDB and he left. Everybody else, you can get the boot. If you bring me the next sure thing for 5 to 7 years, I don't care who's there. This is a competitive game. Earn your pain. And if the other guy comes in and snatches your chain, Habibi, either you fight for your spot or the doors to the left.
Habibi.
I don't care. They're not City fans. I'm not a fan of these players. I'm a fan of winning, rebuilds, and projects. Whoever wants to come in and do the job right now, that's all I care. Everything else is sentimental.
Yeah.
I've
Bring
had
up
my
Pat.
Pep Guardiola, okay? I've had my Pep Guardiola. I've done the whole Disney story. I don't want to do Disney right now again. I don't want to do that because it's never going to be the same. I want to win. I want to win and I want exciting football and I want to build something. I want to see baby blues. You don't want to see boys become men.
Baby
I want to see
Naipan.
boys. Freeze the Prince. Prince Naipan, first of his name from the north. It's important to have friends. I'm ready. Oh,
The king of the north.
If Paz doesn't come, there's another player at Como that I think will be equally nice at City. Bring me Baturina. Yosko's going to need a friend.
Yeah.
He's Croatian.
Pretty sick.
Bring
But, Steve, you've watched more Cuomo than I. Who's having a better season, Paz or Cherky?
Paz. Paz.
Paz is.
Paz
Listen,
having a better season.
Turkey plays.
I would be just because Cherky has like 20 GNA.
No, but
I don't do GNA, fam.
because
I don't
there's
do
a difference.
GNA. I don't do
Turkey,
GNA.
Turkey plays a style that is almost antagonistic of a system. The system has to work with him. Paz plays with the system, but still has his own style that exists within. You can't teach that. He does the basics at a high level while still being industrious.
I don't know what
While
that
still,
means.
he gives me, you know
No, I
what?
don't.
Pleasure without getting upset. That's what Paz gives me.
In Dubai, Adam, shut up. You're probably still in Germany with your side piece.
Go and get me the daddies. I am done with Crash FC. I am
What
done
daddies,
with Project
what daddies does
FC.
Martin want?
Wait, what is
I
that?
am done with all this crashes summit for children, youngsters. I'm done with the bollocks. I'm done with that.
Wait, what does crashy mean for those?
Crash.
Yeah, what's
Crash.
Crash?
Crash means something where kids go. It's like a nursery. I'm done with that. I'm played
Yeah, no
that
more
game now. I
Project
don't want
FC.
it no more. I
No
don't
more
want projects I've seen no more. Thank you.
No.
We've done that for 3 years. Put us in the mess we're in.
3 years.
I don't want to sell every
No.
single lovely bit of silver, figuratively and literally, and then you go and bring me Crash FC. I am a Manchester City fan. I am not a Chelsea football club. If I want that, I'll go to Chelsea and I'll
Not-
sit fighting for 6. Thank
Not
you.
Well said.
Martin is coming out. Yeah, Martin's back, baby. Martin is back.
Not for every
All the
Chelsea.
daddies are giving interviews
No,
saying they want to leave.
I'm done with it.
Ooh,
Go and
For
get me an Anderson. Go and get me a Caicedo. Go and get
Anderson
me
is
a Big
22.
Daddy. I don't put in.
All right, Anderson's 22.
Right, and he's also one of the best CDMs England have. I don't want a kid who's coming up.
Martin, if I have a chance between Anderson and that baby boy up in Leo named Ayub, I'm getting Ayub. I want quality with my kids. I don't
What
want
about
to
that?
I
see
don't quality with kids.
Yes,
I
Daniele.
want
Oh.
quality
No
with my
ideas.
kids.
What is this?
No
Nah,
ideas.
go and get me Caicedo. Go and get me a Tonali. Go and get me somebody. I am done with 7th and 8th place FC players. 11th place. I'm done with that bullshit. I'm done with mediocre FC. I've done it.
Get me
I've played the
Valverde.
game. I've tried to play Happy Clapper. I'm not
So
doing it.
wait,
I'm not
so Martin,
losing.
you're done
I
with-
am not
you're done with-
losing Rodri and Bernardo and Stones and Ake, and you bring me fucking 19-year-olds to fill the job. No.
22
That's a
is
mic
little
drop
loser
moment right
thing.
there.
Oh, Predator likes his new Martin.
Yeah,
No, it's
Martin,
not you. No, listen, I'll accept it if you're keeping a Rodri. I don't want to lose a Rodri and you bring me a young Rugrat to take his place. And I go, you got 5 years.
What if a young Rugrat?
No.
Elliot Anderson is a young Rugrat confirmed.
What if
Hang on a minute. Kel, you say 28 is an unk. So you're telling me he's got a 6-year career before he comes from a kid to an unk? My God, that's a long time.
Was an unk.
You're not far off.
28 is prime time.
Do you know the scary thing is? Erling Haaland is going to be one of our oldest players in the squad next year. That is deplorable.
At the ripe old age of 26.
Exactly. That's deplorable.
Uncle Erling.
That is deplorable.
Definitely one of the cool unks.
That's deplorable.
Martin, this is the way football is going. Like,
I'm not paying £1,000 to watch Crush FC.
I guess you are because you paid.
Well, Martin, that kind of brings me up to the question I brought up before. Why I'm hearing things or reading things that saying Maresca is top of the list as a replacement if Pep leaves in the summer because he's really good with younger players. That's what I'm hearing, and I'm getting worried now.
Good night. I'm out. I'm off to go back. I'm going supporting.
Fuck off.
I'm going supporting somebody else, boss. Today.
Wait, Martin, I thought it wasn't about.
I can't go. No, I can't go from.
I thought it wasn't about winning trophies.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, hang on, right? Because I knew you were going to say that. No, it's not. It's actually not. It's not. What I mean is, I want to challenge for him, though. I want to challenge for him. I'm not going to challenge with Rugrats FC. I'm not.
Yeah, and Martin, that's what worried me about everything I'm reading because what I was reading yesterday was saying that City want Maresca because he's good with youngsters and he could develop them, and that's why they brought Viana in because Viana has the whole Brighton-esque kind of mentality over at Sporting. He wants to bring me here.
Quiet. I'm going to keep quiet.
Oh, Matt Hatter!
No! You need to say something.
Let's reveal the data poll, Matt Hatter.
No, because I've heard stuff from Viana and stuff that I'm not liking at the minute.
Please tell me what I'm saying is false.
I was right.
Oh my God! Please tell me I'm wrong, Martin. For the love of God, I won't sleep if you don't.
Well, when a guy doesn't listen to his, when a guy is not listening to his analysis team, then I worry. What's the point in having an analysis team sat there who's never done out wrong? For 10 years, they've done nothing wrong. Then you choose not to listen to them. I worry about that.
Well, that's why you signed Reinders, man. You looked at some data and was like, "Oh, he's doing really good at this."
But Reinders at the time was the right profile you're looking for. A quality midfielder, meant to be the Gundogan. Now, maybe it hasn't worked in his first year, but for his first year, 14 G&A is not bad. For a so-called leveling in year, 14 G&A is not bad. And he's actually done well. He's not been as bad as people proclaim. But my issue is, I'll take a Savio, I'll take a Kushinov, I'll take a Victor Hayes, I'll take all them, and I'll let them have the time to develop. No problem. But don't take my main players out and replace them with also rants. The reason I was okay with it, because I still have the quality in there around it.
Pat, you're just trolling.
You're taking all the quality away now.
I've been screaming about this since the treble.
Wait, but not that. Do you know what scared me today? We're going to lose Rodri, Bernardo, Ake, Stones, Kovacic, all in one window. Oh, and maybe Pep. Oh, and we don't know what's happening with Foden. I joked about ripping the foundations down. I didn't think they were going to take it seriously.
Foden is the new Dele Alli. I'm going to just break it to y'all like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into that because I don't think that's right to say.
Whoa, those are shots fired,
right.
Steve.
That's not right to say because I'm not going to take the piss out of mental health.
No, I'm not taking the piss.
No, your time is up. Martin's coming for your job.
I'm not taking the piss out of mental health. I just think it's very similar.
He's nowhere near Dele Alli.
He's not Foden just ain't good anymore. I don't know why, but Dele Alli that's what happened to Dele Alli. He was phenomenal. But then he just stopped being good. This is what it is. That's what it seems like with Foden.
But he has been good. He has been good. Shown it this season, he's been good.
Not as good where everybody was raving about him and he was clearly.
Steve's our second top goal scorer. So I can't say he's not
if
been
we
that
kept
bad.
playing in that system that he was doing, that a bunch of players were playing
He's
well in, I
playing
think
much
Foden
now.
would probably have, I'd say 5 more goals. 5
Play
more
Foden
Premier League
in his
goals.
natural role, and you don't have an issue. Try and play around. Make Foden Bernardo Silva. It doesn't work.
No. If we think we're going to carry on a Bernardo thing, it's not. No, you have that you move on from, because that just doesn't exist. Unless you're signing Vitinha, which we're not.
I just think, and I know Daniele doesn't agree, I understand what he means. I just don't like all the experience going in one lump. That was never Manchester City. We planned it so much better than that. We always planned it with a little bit more situation.
But Martin, one of the things you said a while ago on a stream, you said that City board almost seemed to be trying to game the system, where those 50 million pound players that were really, really good, we can't get them anymore because they're 80 or 90, so that's too much. So they're going one rung down, or they've been trying to still see if you can develop them. And that clearly hasn't worked. But is this idea of, when I'm hearing Maresca as a top contender if Pep leaves, that kind of tells me, well, maybe they're going back to what really hasn't worked well for us.
Well, Brian says Maresca could probably get the best out of Foden.
Maybe.
Do you know my issue is, like I said, I don't mind I don't mind bringing in a project player and building them up. I don't mind that at all. Because again, you had your Rodris, your Fodens, your Haalands. You had other people around, your Gavardiols. Then you bring in Gueye, Semenyo, who are quality players. I don't go and get me some guy, and maybe I'm being ignorant here. I want somebody, and you're never going to replace Rodri. You're never going to do that. So you're never going to
replace Bernardo either.
You'll never replace Bernardo, but get me someone close to it.
You won't replace those players' legacy and how they made you feel.
Yeah, but
no, exactly.
But I agree with what you're saying, Martin.
You can
but
replace the player with another very good player.
No, like, to bring it back, all I'm trying to say is we can't just, like you said, Mahrez leaves, bring in Savio and Doku. That should be enough. No, if Mahrez leaves, bring in someone similar of that ilk, and then if you want to bring in Savio and or Doku to get better over time, perfect. That's all I want too.
One project.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I want. There's a balance.
No, I don't mind.
We failed at that. We failed at that after the trouble, and I think we failed at that. The big one was after the 4-peat. That was just.
Can I give a different analysis?
Go on.
Does anybody remember the building years of Vini and Rodrigo, of Valverde? Because when they were signed to Madrid let go of some veterans, but then at the same time they brought in other veterans that were at the tail end of their career or that were on a free, and they endured the pain. If Real Madrid can endure the pain, why can't City? That's the problem.
Who did they have around him, though, Daniel? Can you name the top players they had around?
They had a Carvajal, a Courtois, an aging Cruz, and Modric.
Alaba.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Guys,
you still had a Cruz and a Modric. We're not going to have any of that. It's all gone.
Well, we did this year, but we didn't bring players in, and I think a reason we haven't been able to bring players in is because the players aren't leaving.
Wait. Were Cruz and Modric the same players when they were going through that rebuilding phase?
No.
They were shell of themselves.
Oh, come on. Luka Modric was still a quality player at that age. Still a
quality player. No. You're confusing it. Quality player in moments doesn't mean quality or the same player in the totality of the season.
He wasn't like an out-and-out starter for them.
Yeah. You saw the moments.
The thing is, like, they're properly rotated the players.
I understand.
We could have done that this year, but Pep just plays his next 90 minutes every game, and nobody.
No, I get that. But up to now, our midfield for next season is Nico Riley, who's 20.
21.
Yeah. Well, soon to be 21.
No, he turned 21 like 2 days ago.
Well, that's what I mean. So he's not even qualified into any camp at the minute. He's still classed as an under 21s going into next season because of the month he was turned 21 in. So then I've got Phil Foden, who you're hoping to get back to form. I've got no Bernardo anymore, no Rodri. Nico G is likely to go. Kovacic is likely to go. Rico Lewis is likely to go. Who else have I got? Oh, Grealish and Akanji have gone as well. Who have got in midfield to go alongside?
Is Tijani Reinders not have experience?
You got Foden. I mean, that's better than nothing.
So Tijani Reinders. Well, half the fan base want him out. Half the fan base want him out.
But we're just saying who we have. That's who we have. But
we all have ridiculous opinions, guys. So
what I'm hearing is you don't rate the guys that are going to be left behind to be responsible to hold the hands.
No, because it's a drop off. Phil Foden can do it on his day, but he can't do it on his own. Cherka cannot do it on his own. They can't. Nico Riley is going to have dips and troughs.
Yeah.
I don't want to put pressure onto a 21-year-old and go, there's the keys.
If the system is more balanced and Haaland refines his form, Foden refines his form, and the goals are more distributed and the defense doesn't leak and we're not exposed in transition, the team will be fine and they'll gain experience. That's the most.
And we have a very good defense too.
Danielle,
we're not projecting any of them really to leave, so that's good.
If Khaldoon comes out at the start of the season and says we're going a different route, we're going to go younger, we're going to do Maresca, whatever, and obviously then that sets up standards, that sets up your expectations for the season. So then we have to accept probably no title race, and you're in a top four.
Wait, why? Why?
The person pushing Maresca is the same
Liverpool
person.
Liverpool and Arsenal are going to build on their squad state.
No, but Steve,
no, hold on.
We are going to build on it. We have to.
The
We're not going to have a team.
The league is garbage.
No, I'm not having that. That's garbage. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, why is it Newcastle?
If you think that Liverpool will not be bad for 2 years straight, you're living in dream world. No, they won't. No, they won't.
Absolutely, if they keep slap.
No, they won't. No, they won't. People are saying the league's crap for their own clubs down failing. No, you're doing that because your club, is failing. And other clubs are failing. And because you don't want to question your own clubs, because you don't want to question your own clubs, you'll blame the league.
Oh, I do.
Blaming the league is the biggest excuse in the world for people.
The league is terrible.
No, it's not.
Maresca could win the league next year with you guys over Arteta.
Yeah,
I mean, but wait. Does the Premier League have the best technical coaches outside of Pep? Outside of Pep, from 1 through 20?
Do they have the best technical coaches or players? Hell no.
Most of the teams play the same style.
Yeah,
it's turning very PNP.
Yeah, Bodo Glimt.
There's no talent. There's no real talent. There's just not.
No, there's talent, but the talent is
nothing that
the same.
With Man City squad couldn't overcome. Nothing. Even if you lost Rodri, even if you lost Bernardo Silva, if you replace him adequately, Maresca can outcoach Rosinha, Slot, Arteta, whoever the fuck Spurs will have in the championship.
I agree.
One thing we have an advantage of is our younger players are actually quite experienced. So that
yeah,
not exactly Chelsea FC because Joshko Vardiol has been. I think Joshko Vardiol is like a very experienced young player.
No. When I say, but Vardiol's played in the Champions League and he played with RB Leipzig on a regular basis. He's been to a World Cup. There's your I get that, but Victor Hayes doesn't have a lot of experience.
No,
not where he stands. Kushinov is doing brilliant, absolutely outstanding, but he's still a young lad and he lacks experience.
He doesn't lack experience.
Steve couldn't even lift up the League Cup on Sunday. He didn't know what to do with it. What are you talking about?
Hey,
He's
Oh,
been
I
playing
think that's just
football
a big
since
shy.
he's been playing football since he was like 17.
Right, okay, because you play football at a crap standard don't mean you're good at coming into
But
Manchester
that
City
is
Whoa,
experience.
and
whoa,
immediately
whoa.
doing that.
But
But
see,
that
the
is
thing is,
experience.
like, I don't think he'll be starting a lot of.
That's
like,
experience.
I
Oh,
still
what
don't
we're
think he's
doing
going to
here.
start a lot of games.
That's experience.
Because the manager will play
Right,
Diaz.
my definition of experience and your definition of experience are very, very different.
Well,
Well,
that's
Kels.
So somebody's played football in League Two and they've played 100 games, don't make him experience.
That
Ke-
is
ke-
experience.
Kels.
No,
You
it's
didn't
not. No,
say
it's
you
not.
Go for it, Daniel.
No,
Go
it's
for
not.
it.
Just a second.
define what experience you want. Do you want
Manchester City level experience.
Champions League, club and country, deep runs in tournaments, that kind of
Okay,
stuff.
I'll give you an
Why?
example. I'll give you an example. João Neves wanted to come to City, but Pep Guardiola didn't want to let go of the experience of Bernardo and Gundogan.
Don't say that. Don't piss me off, Daniele.
yeah, Daniel,
Yes.
you're hitting a nerve. You're hitting a nerve.
No.
Say that again. Say that again.
João Neves wanted to come to City, but Pep Guardiola would not give up the experience of Bernardo and Gundogan. Because where was he going to play? Where was he going to play?
God, I can't. Oh,
Where was he going to play?
And I remember, Martin, you
no,
were a big
that
Neves fan too. You wanted
that
him.
hurts. Oh my god.
And
Me
who's,
and Andrew,
he's the same.
me and Andrew, as you know, Matt, me and Andrew on our channel was running that train for.
He's the sa-
Yeah.
Experience is
Pep
overrated. That's all I'm
Pep Guardiola is the same person that is vouching for Maresca to come in with the experience. So
It's why Maresca's bought an house in Manchester. No, man.
Correct.
Oh my
So
God.
he blocked the pathway.
We can
He
look
blocked
that
the
up
pathway.
on the MLS.
He blocked the pathway, and now he's making the recommendation for the guy that nobody rates.
No, because Danielle, there's where you're wrong. Because I noticed for a fact Pep didn't choose half the players that are there right now.
Wait, what?
And if
He approved of everyone.
Pep,
No, he don't.
if Pep used half the players that he was given properly, he wouldn't have to scratch his head.
It's true. It's true.
Because we were
Listen,
telling him
the thing is,
about.
I'm
We
not-
were telling him about.
But Danielle,
We told him about
I'm not-
Kusinov. We told him about
Kusinov.
Nico G. We told him about Marmouche. He didn't want to play them, and they helped
Because
him
Nick-
several
right,
times.
Danielle, there's
last
other
year,
you know,
and
there's
this
you
year.
know, there's other stuff behind Nico J. That I'm not going to go into on him. There's other stuff behind that. That's not as just
Okay.
clear cut as if he's not playing.
It's because he
Let's just
probably
say
wants
he
to go back to
prefers the
Spain.
rain in Spain.
He probably wants to go back to
Unfor-
Spain.
Unfortunately, when a player does knock on your door and bottom lips it a few times, you're gonna make the point.
But there's an argument to that. The manager's decision
No,
and still
you're
object.
doing your anti-Pep stuff now. You're going.
No.
It's his
No.
agenda.
I'm not trying to do the anti-Pep stuff.
Anti-Pep
Listen,
agenda.
I love Pep Guardiola, but maturing is understanding that sometimes his decisions are wrong.
You're
When
big
the
up,
players knocking on the door saying that
Oh,
I
boy.
can help, let me play, and you still choose to have a game in crunch time, and the player that's warming up to come on is Sav. I'm sorry, your decision is wrong. Those players
Oh,
are
here we
validated in being able to play.
Tail's getting it on it. Agendas.
A pep agenda.
A Pep agenda.
And by the way, can I just say,
for the store
because-
or for the
by the
team,
way,
the team store?
somebody has turned round and said to me in the chat about well, where was Bernardo and where was John Stones? John Stones was balling it out in the Everton back line when we bought him, with numerous top Premier League clubs wanting to buy him.
Yeah.
Bernardo
Define-
was in the outstanding Monaco team that Kylian Mbappe was in. So let's not compare Bernardo and John Stones to a Victor Hayes. Let's not be disingenuous coming out.
Wait. How was John Stones
Well,
balling out
Victor
at
Hayes
Everton?
has to start somewhere.
Wait. I'm not gonna let that slide. Was Everton in Europe?
Yeah, John Stones when we signed him.
Was Everton
like
in Europe?
20?
Everton in Europe. Yes, they were fighting for top 4 or 5 under Moyes back then.
No. I didn't ask you what they were fighting for. Were they in Europe or
I'm gonna
not?
look this up.
Were they in Europe?
I don't know if Stones played in Europe.
They were doing very well, Daniel. Yeah,
That wasn't the question. Were they in Europe or were they in the Prem?
they were doing better than a fucking Victor Hayes from the middle of Brazilian Amazon rainforest. Thank you very much.
Whoa. Big up
So-
to
What do you want me to do?
rainforest. The lungs of the planet.
Steve, punch the Google.
Played against Wolfsburg. John Stones for Everton played in the
20. He left in 2016, so he was. Oh God, don't make me mad.
Yes, John Stones is injured again, but that's by the by. He's leaving.
Stones.
Shocking.
21. He was 21.
Spike.
He was
England
21.
international.
Hey, Spike has access to the link. Yeah.
England international. Massive difference.
Yes.
Was in the Premier League.
They were in
What are we
Europe.
doing? You're just trying to find a narrative now.
Not 18.
You're trying to
17.
find a narrative to compare John Stones to a bloody Savio or someone. That's what you're trying to do.
A bloody. If you say a bloody Savio,
You
that
can't.
might,
No,
actually might compel
I like
Spike to
Savio.
come on.
I think Savio's going to be a baller given the time. All I want is I don't mind a few young project players. What I don't want is a team of it.
Yeah, well, Martin, to your point, and kind of Daniel, just a little bit of pushback. I looked at that 2019-20 Real Madrid squad. You're correct on the forwards. There was a lot of youngness there, but you had Karim Benzema and you still had Gareth Bale. But you look at that midfield, you had Cruz, Modric, Casemiro, Valverde, and Isco. And then you had a little bit of Rodriguez and Diaz, right? But on the defense, you still had Ramos, you had Varane, so still doing solid with those two. And you had Carvajal and Marcelo. And Mendy and Militao.
Militao was young though. Militao was young.
But the point is, you still had a solid group of your spine, with the exception of maybe you can say the forwards. You still had a pretty good mix of veterans and younger kids in there. That's I think all we're looking for here. No,
but Ramos was on his way out.
Wait. All you're indicating to me. All you're telling me is that Real Madrid understood the importance of experience with youth and youth with experience. So who was responsible for blocking the pathway in rebuilding and introducing youth with experience and experience with youth?
Bernardo.
Yeah, no, I get that. All I'm saying is that's the whole point that I want is I want that combination of the youth and experience, right? Like I don't want to have.
That's what I want. I don't want to lose all the
players.
experience.
Yeah, leave and then bring in Rugrats. I don't mind the Rugrats. Sure, bring some possible ballers in, but have some experience there too. Just like you said.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
We're not saying don't do the Rugrats. We're just saying I don't want a fucking team of them.
Yeah, I think we're all saying the same thing.
But the players were linked to a third, not Rugrats. Like Tonali's not a Rugrat. Anderson's not a Rugrat.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, that's
the
good.
Fullback is, but
and by the way, when I say Rugrats, I don't just mean age. I'm talking experience, and I mean experience at a good level. With due respect, the French league and everything else is great, and it's like there are some top ballers.
Facts.
I'm not saying they're not, but
you guys, way better than Prem this year.
You got to be careful because I'm going to say it again, and everyone's going to fucking hate me for this. But we are going to lose a shitload of homegrown again, and we're going to have to bring in homegrown players. Don't hate the player, hate the game. We're going to lose up to 7 homegrown players in the summer.
We should be keeping one of them though.
Wait, time out. I need to throw a challenge flag out there. Martin, is James Trafford going to Newcastle United?
He's wide by him.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't think he will.
Pat's coming back to defend the GOAT. Morgan Gibbs White.
No. It was Morgan Gibbs shite all last season, and now you're all getting on his train again.
You missed it. Pat was calling him the GOAT. Pat was calling him the GOAT. I deleted the group chat, but trust me, he was saying the GOAT all last summer. Hamza was in that chat being like, "This guy's shit," and Pat's like, "No, he's the GOAT."
Nah,
Pat is in the MGW defense
Gibbs
league.
White is someone that Arsenal He'd be much more useful at an Arsenal with their weird
shit midfield
over there.
By the way, that's a great example Curtis has put. So your Mount, he's young, but he's experienced because of the level he's playing at and where he's playing with. There's a difference between experience, age, and experience at top level football.
It is context.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like Musiala's still quite young. Wirtz was young, but they were balling out in the leagues that they're in.
Vardiol, when he came to us, was young and experienced.
Yes, exactly.
That's an unfair comparison because those guys were consistent.
Oh, because you want to go and get someone. You love the idea of buying a 19-year-old from the middle of the back garden who's never played anywhere in Europe properly and go, here you go.
There's a question about Joshko's center back partner in Luca somebody, whatever that guy's name is.
Are you Danielle, can I ask you a genuine question? Are you a scout? Are you a youth scout? I'm starting to click whether you're a youth scout.
Whoa. That's
no, I don't mean it in that way. I mean a youth scout at football.
I didn't hear it. What did you say?
I said, are you a youth coach scout for a football team?
No. See, the difference between me and you is I want
me and you
talent. Yes. I want
me and you.
I want elite young talent that to be given the time to be evaluated to find out whether they are consistent or not.
You don't have time for that. You don't have time for that unless you totally change.
Martin, there is a question for you.
Isn't that what we did with Phil Foden?
Players in the squad?
The inexperienced ones. What once you've lost everyone? With experience or without experience?
The question just says, tell us the inexperienced players presently in the squad.
So, for example, your
Richard, if you want to clarify that.
Your Echeverries, your Victor Hayes. Kushnerov, as much as he's brilliant, he's still
Why are we talking about players that aren't even here?
No, but they're coming back.
No, Echeverry's not coming back. If you watch Girona, you know he's not coming back.
For example, Naipan is majorly inexperienced. You call him baby Naipan.
Actually, no, you're wrong.
Oh, Daniela got burned on that one.
when you look at the amount of games that he's played at senior football, at that age, he actually has experience. He just hasn't played the same level of cup competition.
How's Doku inexperienced? Doku has a Premier League.
Someone said Foden's inexperienced, or Foden plays like he's inexperienced.
Doku
has been in the Champions League and he's won a Premier League. He's not,
and he played in the World Cup.
And he's played in the World Cup.
He's played in the Bernabeu and the Allianz Arena. What are we doing here, guys?
Well, so did Vardiol.
By the way,
but Cal, I don't class.
Kusanov has played at the Parc des Princes. He's played at the Velodrome. He's played at the Groupama Arena. He's played at He's now played at the Bernabeu, what, 3-4 times now?
But he's only got into the first team in the last 2 months. Right, hang on, stay. When I mean experience, again, so at the top level, because you came on for your debut for Lons and played a few minutes against Arsenal in Champions League, doesn't make Champions League ready. You've never been to a quarter-final, a semi-final, a final. That's what I'm talking about.
It wasn't non-Champions League, but he played in the semifinal in the Carabao Cup and the final, and we won the cup. So you can build on that.
Exactly, that's what you do. You build on it.
He's played in some big games.
The Real Madrid game was a knockout game, so that's something. But you're right; it's not a quarterfinal. You're right on that.
He has international experience. Do you know how many caps Kusanov has for his national team?
Say it again.
Didn't they win the Asia Cup or something like that? Like their version of that?
Yes.
Kusanov has for Uzbekistan?
Yes. A lot.
And he's 22 years old. That's insane.
And how many World Cups? How many World Cups?
He's gonna be at one this summer.
Hang on a minute. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't care what he's gonna do soon. I want to know experience.
He has not.
Well, they just qualified for the first time ever, so 0.
Thank you.
Yes.
But that won't be 0 for too much longer.
Yeah.
But again,
right. So, for example, Erling Haaland.
He was part of the team that qualified for the first time ever. So that's a big trial in the past.
Guys, I'm not slating Kushinov. Jesus, get off your Kushinov statue. Get off your Kushinov statue, loving. Jesus Christ. Thought we weren't doing player.
We're going to call the statue builder. We got him on hold right now.
I can't wait. If Kushinov ever says he wants to go to Real Madrid, you lot are all going to give him a free pass out the door.
I mean, I'm not bothered, but.
The point I'm making is you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. When I mean experience, I'm talking top level experience.
Daniele, Jan Evans.
I'm not saying I don't mind the project players.
Yeah.
But we've done that. We lost Mahrez, Sterling, Sane, and we brought the project players in then. This is not the time to keep going down that road now. I can't lose all that experience out and bring in more Rugrats.
Don't make me play the Rugrats theme song and make
unless you know, I heard all this last season. Jacob, and this is not a dig at you, Kelsey, before we even open that kind of word.
To be fair, that was Patrick. That was Patrick.
I heard Jamal Simpson-Pouza, James McAtee is going to be the next baller of everything. I'm going to hear Jacob Wright's going to be the baller. Watch him. We should put him in. Where are they all now? Sat on the fucking bench in the championship. Good night, Vienna. What the hell are we doing here, guys?
Well, last season, we were just desperate to see something different because of how shit.
I hear people going, McKay had a man of the match performance against Exeter, play him against Newcastle. But why? Why?
Did he get a medal? I hope he got a medal.
Why not?
To quote Daniele from last season, right? And I won't quote it fully because Daniele will kill me here. We are not doing that. Daniele was quoting that last season. Now everyone wants to go back to it again. And then you'll go, but why aren't we winning the title? You can't have both.
Why aren't we winning the title with this?
You can't have both.
This squad. Why aren't we winning the title?
Manchester City are currently second. We won a cup and we're in a quarter-final of an FA Cup and everyone's still having a meltdown. And now we want to go even worse. And then go try and win the title.
Over Rodri. We were starting to cry over Rodri. Crying out over other stuff.
No, I'm not being happy. Do not don't do that, Predator. I'm just.
Whoa.
I am not saying don't do projects. I'm not saying don't bring in young talent. I've said Savio, Kushinov. Kushinov's going to be a baller. I was the one who said once he's in, you won't get him out.
I think he already is a baller.
Yeah, I think he's one of our more improved players this season. I think he's been very good.
I think he's one of the better center backs in the league already.
I've been defending him since his debut in Chelsea.
Steve. Ooh, that's a neutral perspective. It's a neutral.
There is no need to defend Kusanov. But, people use the...
He's not the best centre-back at Manchester City, Stay. What we doing?
Who's that? Ooh, who is it? Who is it, Martin?
Stay, I'm not being funny, mate. We're not Newcastle United here, with all due respect, pal.
I know.
You keep your big oak tree, Dan Burn, at the back there and call him world class. You know what I mean?
I don't want to.
Wait, who's the best center back then if it's not Kusanov?
Josko Gvardiol by an absolute country mile. What are we doing?
Facts. You know what? Yashko glazed.
But the trouble is, me saying he's not the best does not mean I'm slagging Kushinov off.
I know.
This is the problem. People get attached to players, and then when they leave, they cry. Just don't get attached to the players.
Yashko,
then you won't have emotional breakdown when they leave. You won't have an emotional breakdown when they leave if you don't get attached to the players. If Cherky decides in 5 years he wants to go and play at Barcelona, is everyone going to call him a knobhead?
Yes.
Well, then there's a problem with football fans.
Well,
are you a supporter of the club or the player? Are you a supporter of the club or the player?
Yeah, that's what I try to tell my fucking fans. But
this is the bit I don't get. Just don't get a touch. It is a job to them. I'm sorry to break it. It's a job. It's just not a 9 to 5 one.
You're preaching to the converted, bro.
If Phil Foden, if we sell Phil Foden, I'll be sad. But you know what? I'm not going to call it. It is what it is. We move on. No player is bigger than the football club.
Yeah.
Then we really are going to need some homegrown players. Oof. We only have
I'm not being funny. We lost Aguero. We lost David Silva. I watched Company. I watched Yaya, Joe Hart, Fernandinho. I watched De Jong go. I watched them all go.
Fernandinho.
And you know what? We got better.
Yes.
Yeah, and we will get better without Rodri. We will get, we'll find a way. With Rodri and Bernardo, we thank them for their contributions, and I'm
can I ask
forward
Pat's
to
question there? Rodri spoke out of character. How do you know? Have you ever met him? How do we know what his character is?
Pat and Rodri are BFFs.
This is my other thing, and it's not a dig at Patrick, but this is the other thing football fans have got to realise. We don't know the players personally. No one's sat having tea with them.
Here's the question. Who the hell is Rodri spying on with that drone?
Doku might be a little shit. You just don't know. You've never met him properly to know what he's like.
Yeah.
Whoa. Pat, we're not going to, whoa. Yeah. Rodri's probably towers over
do you know what it was? I mean, I come back to a story in the 90s. My brother went out with Nicky Summerbear, Georgie Kincladze, and Steve Lomas on a night out, and Lee Sharp. Trust me, anyone who was fans of theirs would not have been fans by the end of the night.
They're probably
they're not good drunks then.
Because they're dickhead, exactly. People, they're human beings.
Yeah.
We go on and out and act like a dick, so do they.
Steve, but actually, Steve's a fun drunk. Steve is a lightweight. I approve.
We've got to stop putting players on the pedestal. Is my whole point. And then you don't get hurt.
I agree with that. My thing is, I just like being fair. I like being fair to the players, Steve. So, like with Kuzhinov, I thought that everyone flipped out and lost their shit over what happened in the Chelsea game in his debut. I'm like, the dude turned it all around. He made up for it. Stop slightly, like give him a break. Like, what are we doing? That's what I mean. Like, I'm just trying to be fair.
Because no one will give anyone time.
Doku is a saint.
The trouble is, I've said this to Newcastle fans. People have forgot. People won't enjoy the journey anymore. They want to get to the.
I don't enjoy the anyhow journey. You are correct.
No, do you know the way I'm looking upon it is? I've been on a 10-year journey. I've been on a 10-year journey. This summer, I'm going to start a brand new journey, and I'm excited for the journey and see where it takes me.
I gotta agree with that. As long as it's not Maresca. I'm just kidding.
No, but listen, I don't want Maresca, but if Maresca comes, I'll back him.
Yeah, gotta back him.
What happens, Martin? Are you going to enjoy the journey if it's Cliche FC or whatever you said earlier? Kanish.
If it's Crush FC, well, I've got no choice. I'm not ever going to turn me back on the club. I'll never turn me back on the club. Stay. I'll never, and call me happy, clappy, whatever you want. I'll never turn me back on the club.
You pet sexual.
No.
It's not what I want, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think that what comes with that is expectations, right? You just temper them.
Bitching and moan about Newcastle next year.
I mean, I said this. Unfortunately, the treble was a curse and a blessing. Because people forget, we didn't just win the treble, we won all 5. We won the treble, we won the Club World Cup, and we won the Super Cup. We won everything in 12 months. Yeah. And I think Kelster put it so perfectly earlier on to me. That's the top of Mount Everest. There's only one way you go after that.
Down, down, down.
You go back down and you restart your journey back up.
Yep, base camp. Let's do it again.
Yeah, that's all you got to do with it. There's nowhere you go once you hit. No other club won 5, so you hit the peak. Thanks very much. Down you go and come back round.
Oh no, they're English club.
Actually, Martin, back on the track.
Real Madrid have never done a treble, by the way. Still want to stick that out there.
They've never done a treble. It's crazy.
It's a very select few company. In the 5 and 1, it's what, just like Barcelona, Bayern, and City, and maybe
Inter.
Oh,
Inter
did it. Okay.
Inter, Ajax have done it before.
Okay.
You know the only.
We're the only English team there.
Do you know what? I am one of these. Call me weird for this, but I won't mind a year in the bloody Europa to sit and go through them different journeys. I'm bored of going to the Bernabeu now. I'm bored of that shit. I want to go somewhere else.
But I don't want to go to the
other
Conference League.
journeys. No, I don't want to go that far.
I think would be
That's
even
fine.
more fun. You
I
could
have
go
some
to
standards
some fucking team in Albania, and then we'll go to Poland the game after, and then we'll go to Latvia, and then
You just want to go around
Greek
Europe
island,
getting
and
pissed. You just want to go around Europe getting pissed is what you want to do, backpacking.
I don't get that much anymore.
It would be fun.
I'm older, Martin. It hurts more. And also when I'm by myself,
could you imagine Kelster and them?
I can't get pissed because I don't want to get any.
Could you imagine Kelster in them dungeons in Prague? That they call
dungeon,
nightclubs.
No,
honestly,
right.
some of that. I don't know if you've ever been Prague, but they've got some cracking nightclubs in like underneath the ground, which look like dungeons, but they're very good.
Take note of that, Martin.
In America too. They have one in New Orleans.
They're very good.
It's literally called the Dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, they're very. It's like. Have you ever watched The Hostel?
No.
Yes.
That's
terrifying.
Yeah, but they are literally like that. I've been to Prague. It's a proper medieval city. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But at night, you don't want to walk around on your own in certain areas. Let's put it that way.
I believe 2027 we might be going to Prague, my friends and I. Possibly.
Praha.
On our way to
It's brilliant.
Praha.
Do you know what I want? I mean, if I could get a no-kill, you're going to kill. This is why I wanted Bernardo to stay here. Not because I want him to play every game, but for the simple fact of Rodri, keep Kovacic then. You've got to keep somebody. Just for that little bit.
Pep will just never bench Bernardo. And that's not on the player, that's on the manager.
Hey,
he won't bench him.
Hey, Kels, I have a question.
Okay.
So,
Did playing Rodri cost us games?
Well, we dropped a lot of points when Rodri came back. We dropped the Chelsea
So,
game. We
trying
dropped
to
the
make-
Brighton game. We dropped the.
oh fucking yeah!
Yeah, we are. We're gonna be drunk with. We're gonna be drunk with
So,
that.
so
I will not
playing
be
the
going
experienced
toilet right
player,
now. That will not happen.
playing the experienced player.
Both of them.
versus
Both of them.
giving the-
Bernardo played all those games too.
Yeah, so playing the
I've got the
experienced
perfect
players
counter there, but carry on.
versus
I'm just
giving the
Daniele
brunt,
here.
well, I go off of data, and the data says we were winning with Nico G too.
I also
Versus-
go off my eyes, and I saw Rodri and Bernardo run Declan Rice and Zubomendi like around a little bit.
That's
but
great,
They didn't run Brighton. They got run around. very
Second
badly against-
again, ole ole. Second again, ole ole.
Rodri and Bernardo look against Chelsea when Santos subbed on.
But okay, but Kels, the point why I brought that up was because Martin was making the point about the experience. If we gave Nico G, he got opportunities, but I think if he was actually given some additional runs, even when Rodri came back, I know they do stuff on the pitch when they're practicing, and Pep probably sees more stuff than we do. But there is a fair question to be had on just whether or not Nico G should have tried it. It would have given us one more question with an answer on where we would have been with a player that gained another season of experience in the Prem, and then you could have decided, can we pair him with an Anderson, and can we go and actually get a creative other option to add to the squad? But because we kind of did it, but we didn't, now we're left with a question where we don't know where Nico G is, and now the players that we are going to bring in and that we are going to let go leads a void of experience. We are in a position of damned if you do, damned if you don't, and it's by our own fault and doing. Trying to make Rodri happy, but also not putting the faith in a guy that when Rodri was out was helping you win.
Well, Daniel, hold on a second. I agree with some of that, but there's another side to this, and that is Pep was also playing a 3-1-6 when he brought Rodri in specifically for that. So we didn't really get
fully fit as well, by the way.
Yeah, but we dropped a lot of points because of that system too. So he didn't. It took him a while to change it and then put Nico O'Reilly next to him. I agree with you about Gonzalez 1,000%, but it can't be simply, oh well, Rodri's experience, Bernardo's experience, we drop points. Also got to look at the system.
That's
No?
fair, but yes, 100%. You have to look at the
Okay.
system, but it goes back to the latter part of what I was saying. We put ourselves in those situations. He tinkered
Yes.
around the formation, trying to figure out with Rodri. That formation was a question. You got an answer. You then try to find a question. Could the Negro Riley work in the midfield? You got your question. You got your answer, but you had to tinker around with the midfield. He did not ask the question with Nico G, which is a problem. Which is a
He was
I
problem.
agree.
he was never ever going to play Nico J and Rodri together. He
That's a
doesn't see
mistake,
Nico J as anything else than a 6.
Were there
And he's been
games?
good at it too. He's been good at it.
Were there games where we were drawing that you can't sit here and say maybe if we brought him into midfield, it would have helped us too. We didn't even try. We didn't ask those questions.
Right now.
Yes, we did. Can you name me the games Nico G's played?
No, I can't because
he played against Bournemouth. He played against West Ham. He played against Fulham. No, he didn't play against Fulham.
No.
Against Fulham.
Kelly, no, get him up.
He played against Liverpool.
Go from the start of the season.
I gotta look it up, but I know he played in that stretch for. He came into the Brentford away.
No, because everyone's got this idea of Nico G's put us on this unbeaten run, and it's actually better.
No. I'm going off of the instance in the runs when we were stable. When Pep found the formation, the tactics, the lineup.
Our longest run is unbeaten run is with Rodri in the team.
No, okay. Wait.
Our longest
we won every game in December.
When did Rodri come back?
I can't.
1st of January.
I can't
okay. Where were we December 1st, and where were we at the end of December?
Right, Nico Gonzalez.
I don't have that info. I know we won every game in December.
Okay, and who were we winning? Who were we winning with?
Who was in midfield against Brighton, my dad?
Who were we winning with?
In what? In January?
In the 1-1. In the 1-1 at
right,
home.
That was Rodri.
Oh, yeah, that was the beginning of the season. That was when Pep was still messing around with everything.
Nico G also came in because he got injured for the build-up of the equaliser.
Yeah. But what I'm saying,
the first game. The second game was definitely Rodri. Nico G didn't
No,
play
the second game he got injured.
Can we focus on the patch of December?
Yeah, December won every game.
You're giving me a month. So we'll give it a month. That's it.
It's a sample size of data that you can evaluate.
Wait. I can do this.
We just went on an 11-game unbeaten run with Rodri in the team.
Are you talking since January?
Okay, October.
Yes.
No. I got the list. Okay, Rodri got injured on October 5th against Brentford. That was at Brentford. Remember, that's when he had the hamstring injury.
We won 1-0.
He won the game. Nico G played most of the game. We won 1-0. Then we beat Everton 2-0. Then we beat Villarreal 2-0. Then we beat we lost to Villa 1-0.
Can you mention if Wait, Kels.
I'm not finished. No, I got the whole list of Nico G. I got the whole Nico G list.
Mentioned on the games that he played or didn't play, please.
These are the games Nico G played when Rodri had injured his hamstring at Brentford. Okay, that's October. November, we beat Bournemouth. We beat Dortmund. We beat Liverpool. We beat Newcastle. No, we lost to Newcastle. We lost to Leverkusen. We beat Leeds United. And then we beat
every
Fulham.
game in December we won.
Sunderland. We beat Real Madrid. We beat Crystal Palace. We beat Brentford. We beat West Ham. We beat Nottingham Forest. Rodri came back. Okay, then we drew with Sunderland with I don't remember.
With Nico J.
That was in January.
Don't ignore that.
That was in January. That's the beginning of the year.
Wait, I'm looking that up.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the year.
And if you look at
Rodri subbed into that game.
We can't just do 1 month and go. That's it. The month's 9 months. You can't just go 1 month.
No, I'm not doing 1 month.
The month of December, we were.
We won every game.
That was our longest win streak. We won all the games.
Right. By the way, are we doing all comps there? Are we just doing? All
comps? All comps. Yeah, all comps.
Right. Well, you'll get to it in a minute.
All right. So January.
But the
January. Here's some. Rodri came into the Sunderland game, which we drew. Then was the Chelsea game. Rodri started. Nico G played no minutes. Brighton, we drew. Exeter, I think they both played.
I go. Whoa! How many minutes did Nico G play against Brighton at home?
I'm looking it up. Hang on. Sorry.
Because he got injured in the build-up. He got injured in the build-up.
This won't tell me how many minutes he played. All I know is he got subbed out. It doesn't say what minutes.
Transfer market.
He started.
I can't because I have my VPN on for the stream and transfer market.
No, because we were at the game. He got injured in against Brighton in the build-up to their equaliser, and he got subbed out.
Okay, so
then we'll continue on with when Rodri's playing and Nico G's not.
Okay, please.
Again, Rodri started that Chelsea game. He played the full 90, and he was on there with bottled it.
That was his first time. He's about 3 games back in. Then you can't say that when he's just come off an ACL.
Stop it! You just said 30 a whole month didn't matter.
He wasn't playing 90 minutes. What are we doing?
Okay, so Exeter, Rodri played that game. Whatever. We're not gonna say that we won because of Rodri.
Oh no, we ignore that one. Okay.
Then was the Newcastle semifinal leg 1. Nico O'Reilly played in that game. We won that game 2-0. Rodri came back for the derby. We lost 2-0. Rodri was playing at Bodo Glimt. We lost. Rodri played in the Wolves game. We won. Galatasaray. I gotta look this up. Pretty sure he played in that game.
We won. Yeah.
No, actually, he didn't.
Who played in midfield?
It was Nico O'Reilly and Bernardo Silva pivot.
Look at God.
Rodri didn't play.
Because I'm going to get to the point in a minute.
Nico G came back for that. Okay,
well, I'm going to get to the
W for Nico.
Okay,
Spurs game.
Spurs game Rodri played. Newcastle
did we win?
I don't
Did we win versus Spurs?
No, but we didn't lose. I said undefeated streak. I didn't know we had to do winning streaks. All right.
No, we're dropping points.
I gave you a specific win. I said our longest win streak came with Nico G.
Oh, so we're doing longest win streak. Our longest win streak's about 5 games all season.
Keep in mind, this was.
I have this pulled up.
December. December's all. Leeds to Nottingham Forest were all wins.
It's 5 or 6.
8.
No,
it's
8 in a row.
8 in all comps.
No, it's
8
9
games in all comps. 8 wins in all comps in a row. The last game in November, and then the entire month of December, we won every single game.
No, you can't do November.
Nico G played all those games.
December. Right. So now carry on from the Spurs. Spurs 2-2.
Okay, Spurs. Okay, and then the semifinal of the second leg of the semifinal Carabao Cup, Rodri did not play. That was Nico G and Nico O'Reilly. It was Nico.
Yeah.
Rodri played the Liverpool away game.
Can you mention if we won or lost or drew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Liverpool.
Liverpool we won. Fulham we won. That was with Rodri. Salford we won.
So Liverpool away we won with Rodri. Sorry.
I said that. Yeah, we did.
I'll just excuse that little nugget.
Yeah, but we also won with Nico G too.
Not won there in 30, 40 odd years, but never mind. I'll just ignore that.
Oh, come on.
It's a great win. I thought Rodri was very good in that game too. Very good in that game. Okay, Newcastle, we won the Premier League game. He played in that. Leeds United, he played that game.
We won that one as well, didn't we? Carry on.
Yeah.
Okay, and Rodri played in the Nottingham Forest game. We drew that game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's.
But that wasn't because of Rodri. That's because we couldn't score.
Wait.
A lot of these games we drew that Rodri played it because we couldn't score. We can't pick and choose when we make that argument.
I was waiting for you to say that.
We had 26 chances. No, let's not then blame Rodri because you are being disingenuous to it.
No,
I'm not blaming Rodri. It's literally the win-or-loss record or win-lose-draw record.
I was waiting for him to say that because in the run when we were with Nico G, we were scoring, we were balanced. Guys were informed.
Yeah. I can tell you the difference.
Pep wasn't experimenting and doing some fugazi. When Rodri came back and he started.
We had discussions about that. We had the same lineup and the same system, and we won 8 straight games in a row. Do you want to hear the scores? I can go back to the scores.
Rodri came back. Pep started doing fugazi. Holland lost his form. Foden lost his form. That matters in the same context. Yeah. When he had Nico G, he wasn't doing fugazi.
You do realize It's not even Rodri who's took Nico G's place. You know who's took Nico G's place?
Pep Guardiola.
No, Nico Riley. None of you noticed that.
I like the Nico pairing, and you can see.
None of you noticed that.
I've seen some of that in some of these games.
It was
Bernardo
Nico
and Rodri
Riley.
Don't have to play every minute of every game. That's the point we're making, especially if they're going to fuck off. Why not put more players in who aren't going to be here?
Cal, hang on. This is my point I made to you 6 months ago. Top players don't sit on a bench.
No, I know that, but I'm saying there's opportunities to play him, and Pep just refuses to.
Top players don't.
And again, we're not blaming Rodri. We're not blaming Bernardo. We're blaming the manager. This is something I think he's gotten wrong this year.
Cal, Nico G. Pep Guardiola told you Nico G's role when he signed him. Backup DM. He was quoted at it.
So what you're
why are you all shocked?
He was willing to compromise form and structure to facilitate Rodri and his happiness.
To facilitate the best CDM.
Force him to sign the contract.
No.
I'm not going to do. So
What are you doing it? What are you doing it?
Wait.
And we're going to lose Rodri.
No,
so
again.
Fantastic planning.
No, see, he is still.
That's on Rodri, not the club.
He's still one of the best.
On the manager.
But Kels, he's still one of the best midfielders in the world.
You lot hang up. Nico G wants to fucking leave as well, but we'll just ignore that fact.
We're not going to ignore that, but Rodri, they've known, like you said, that Rodri.
So what we're saying is Rodri can leave, but Nico G's not allowed. Nico G didn't even fucking celebrate on Sunday. Mamouche did. Rangers did.
No, Martin.
I was there, Daniel. I watched it, and we all noticed it.
I'm not dismissing that.
Riyad Mahrez didn't celebrate the FA Cup during the trouble, so. And Riyad Mahrez didn't celebrate the Champions League either. He looked pissed off. Maybe that's the passage. When you know you're going to go, you just say, fuck the celebration. I ain't going to celebrate.
Why am I being cheap? Why am I being cheap? Because Nico G's not Rodri. I'm sorry, he's not Rodri. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to admit he's Rodri? No.
I think he still deserves to play. And you have to admit, we played good ball with Nico G.
He's a very good player. Yes, he's a very good player, but you're not going to drop Rodri for him.
That's why we keep saying play him together.
Wait. No.
Then you have to drop Nico Riley then.
Kels, that's an...
Fine, Nico Riley's scoring goals. Nico Riley's playing better than Nico G. You just won't admit that.
The player you mentioned Bernardo, but you don't want to accept that.
Kels,
because Bernardo's been one of our best players this season.
Kels,
he doesn't have to play every minute of every game.
I'm sorry, you are the only.
Can you hear me?
Kel, you are the only City fan who's got a downer on Bernardo.
No.
Okay, let me just sneak in for a second. You keep saying you have one of the best DMs in the Prem. When he came back from injury, he was not one of the best DMs in the Prem. He was someone that was trying to find his fitness. This idea that you could plug and play. Rodri, when he came back, there were certain stats that he was still very good, still elite at. But there were also other stats where he was clearly not good at. He was not the same player. You tried to plug in the player thinking you were going to get the same result and the same player, and that just wasn't true. But what you did know is you had Nico G that was a very good player right there and then. You did not have to wait 5 months, 3 months, or a consecutive run of games to find out whether he was going to be good or not. That's a gamble that you took, and it cost you games. It cost us points. It cost us our fluidity. It cost us our pressing.
And I don't deny, but here's my question to all of you. Take out the news today, because the news today is going to skewer it in your minds. Take the news out today.
Well,
Right, I know it's hard to do. Right, if you're the club and you're Pep, are you not going to play Rodri?
Of course, I'm playing Rodri.
Play Rodri, but yeah, again, like we said, you can play him. You can play him some games with you can rotate. Is what I'm saying. You have
Rodri doesn't rotate. Rodri don't rotate, Kel. That's the part you're not getting. He don't rotate.
And that's why he got an ACL.
No, he wasn't. He got an ACL because he got done by Partey. What we're doing here.
No,
I just
that overplaying definitely contributes to those kind of injuries. It was a non-contact injury.
Kel, this is professional football, and not you ever go.
Mad Hatter, just jump in.
Not tagging.
All right, so here's what I was gonna say. So I actually crunched the numbers because I have this all laid out on a spreadsheet. So from that Brentford game in October all the way to the 31st of December, we had 18 games that were played. We had 15 that were wins, which is 83%, and we had 3 draws. Starting January 1st through the Arsenal game, and I took out the Huddersfield game or whatever the Salford game and the Exeter game. So that drops it to 20. I then also took out that one Newcastle game because Rodri wasn't in it, even though we won it. Stripped that out too. That's 19 games played. We had 9 wins, 6 draws, and 4 losses, which means your win rate was 47%. Now, I would say that's not all Rodri, but I would say a lot of that had to do with Pep changing things around to accommodate Rodri. But at the end of the day,
100%.
you could see now with the numbers that difference of Pep changing for whatever his reasons. That's why I don't really have a problem with Rodri. It's more Pep, like we've all said, slowing things down to a degree, making things different than what it was.
Yeah, no,
it's all right there. That's all I just wanted to get out.
Because Rodri can't play transition though. We know that, Maddo.
Yeah, but Martin, I don't get that because we have done it sometimes with Nico O'Reilly next to him, and he's looked good. Now maybe it's taken some time.
Really. No, because again, listen to his quotes. He's still coming back from his ACL. He's not 100%, so he's still not fully gone at it. He said that himself. He said the Premier League is tougher now than what it was. We know it's now more physical. This is what I'm saying. People are trying to compare Rodri. Ballon d'Or Rodri to now.
Okay,
it was a different league and a different player.
I'll take out the blame Rodri thing. What validation? What point can you then justify to put John Stones in midfield or Bernardo? No, that wasn't the treble season. Aston Villa, he played John Stones
because he had nobody else.
Remember, Nico was injured.
We had nobody else.
You had okay.
No, Nico G was injured that game. Remember?
Yeah, Nico G was injured. Rodri was injured, and I think someone else was injured. Every time we go to Villa Park, we've got nobody there. See, good try, Danielle. Good try. Try again now.
Someone,
it's a good try, but it's not the answer we're looking for.
No. Pull up the lineup for Aston Villa, please.
Okay.
It's a good try. It's a good try, but it's not the answer we're looking for.
I'll beat you to it.
I'm gonna figure this out. Give me a minute.
I'm gonna beat you to it, Spot.
Okay. It was Donnarumma, Nunes, Stones was a center back, Diaz, Gvardiol left back. Tijani Rangers was the 6 in that game. That explains a lot. Oscar Bob, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva. I almost said David Silva. Wow. Savinho left wing and Holland. So it was a 4-1-4-1.
Yep.
Sorry, Daniel. I'll give you a minute to recover from Oscar Bob.
What was the bench? What was the bench? Wait till you hear the bench. Go on.
Oh, the bench was that's Aston Villa bench. The bench was
Marmouche.
Doku, Marmouche, Nico Gonzalez. Oh, he couldn't start the game. That's what it was. Nico G came on. Ryan Turkey came on. That's a pretty good bench. Kovacic was on the bench. Trafford, Rico Lewis, and Nathan Ake.
Yeah, because he was
terrible bench.
Didn't have that was the bench when we had 4 players injured on it, and they were never coming on.
Probably the 4.
And you played a guy that was coming back from injury in the midfield.
No, he subbed him on. He played Tijani Rangers, who was not injured.
I think today's news has clouded people on Rodri at the minute.
No.
Because let's be honest. Hang on 1 minute. No, not you, Daniela. But my point is, because people in the chat, it's their opinion, but they're all going, Nico G, but he's fine. But no one was saying this. If Rodri had come out today and said, I've signed a 5-year deal, I'm here for life, people are jumping up and down doing street parties.
Yes.
But because it's gone the other way, we're now going to erase history and erase Rodri's ability as a footballer.
Yeah, that's not cool. He
And
still won us the Champions League. There's a picture going around saying, "Remember when Nico G won us the Champions League?" I'm like, what?
Yeah, this is what's happening now. People's emotions have taken over, and we're ignoring it now because it's not gone our own way. We're chucking our toys out the pram at the minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know it hurts, but it is what it is. Nico G's an excellent player, but he's not Rodri. I'm sorry, he's not.
But see, I don't think he has to be Rodri to be good on our team. Like, I think if he stayed and Elliot Anderson came in, I think that could be, and you change the style of play a little to maybe a pivot, and they're both decent going forward. So it's not like it's not like the Arsenal pivot of Rice and Zubamendi, who are not good going forward. I think you can work with that. I think you can work with that.
Rodri will warm the bench next to Rodrigo. I'll have you a bet, Teal. Teal, I'll have you a $5,000 bet right now, he done.
Wait.
I'll have you a $5,000 bet right now, Teal. Come on, put your bollocks on the line, Teal.
The season though, Rodrigo's injured.
Teal, stick your bollocks on the line. Let's see how big they are. Come on. $5,000.
According to some sources, Rodrigo might have had the wrong knee operated on because all I gotta say is, Rodri, good luck at Real Madrid. We've got to average one ACL injury a year with that retractable pitch. Good luck.
Please be very careful what you read on Twitter. And Steve knows this.
I don't believe it. It's a joke.
There was a hoax going down that Kevin Keegan was on his deathbed last night, and it's a load of bollocks.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Please just be careful what you read.
The Real Madrid medical staff for being incompetent. Camavinga had treatment on the wrong knee, Mbappe had treatment on the wrong something, and Rodrigo allegedly had surgery on the wrong knee. Like, there's just
Rodri. They are not buying Rodri to sit on a bench. No team is doing that. Come on.
So with available.
So with Rodri now, let's assume he's going to go this summer, right? So he's not going to stay the next year. He's out. Let's just assume
you ask that because I'm going to ask the opposite question in a minute because I want to know if there's a way back.
So my question is going to be: if that's the case, and he leaves this summer, do you think it's more likely that Real and City would do a trade, or they would just do straight, buy? And if it was a trade, who do you think would be a reasonable trade, and who would you want?
This is American sport. You say trade. It'd be one of those like
be a swap, a trade, whatever. You barter, you get.
Sell a player on the cheap. We'll sell a player on the cheap.
I've got a feeling Camavinga and Tchouaméni, one of them, or if not both, will go.
They both improve your team.
Dude, I would take either one of them. I mean, I love Valverde, but that ain't happening. But I take Camavinga.
I would take Camavinga. I would take Camavinga.
This is what I'm saying. Rodri's not going into Real Madrid sat on no bench. Rodri's going in there.
I will take Camavinga off there.
Tchouaméni is quality as well. Very.
It's a win-win.
Oh,
that's a win-win.
Yeah. Tchouaméni can score. Actually, Tchouaméni is a better replacement for Rodri than Tonali.
Really? You think Tchouaméni is a tempo setter more than Tonali?
I don't know. Some of the bloody quotes I'm hearing, the price tags I'm hearing about Tonali. Fucking hell, what is he, Pele? 140 million here tonight.
Well, that's a no.
Yeah, you're taking a piss up there, you.
They got a shit staff. Maybe he comes to City and he improves.
Steve, you want James Trafford? He's 100 mil.
I don't want James
Trafford. Pay up or fuck off.
I don't want James Trafford. I don't want
but Newcastle do. Newcastle do.
Keep him. Well, we're fucking dumb.
He's better than any goalie you got now.
Obviously, I'm better than.
He's better than Riddle and Ramsdale.
Yeah, Kelkster's better than him. You're better than him.
Can I say, this, right? Daniele knows this. Madrid will not pay cash. Do you think all this is Daniele gone? Do you think all of this is going on because Madrid haven't already spoken to people?
I know that they haven't made any sales in a while, so I don't know.
Do you think it's all this hoo-ha going on? It's like you say, that's like us saying we're not going to pay the money for Anderson.
Not overhyped at all.
That's like us right now saying that's like a Nottingham Forest fan saying City aren't going to pay the money for Anderson.
Smash and grab time for Anderson. We're going to get Lewis Hall too.
It's got to be. You got to think of this. Once the way deals move is someone from Real Madrid will have spoken to Rodri's rights, and they will have said, "We will come." I'm not saying you're going to get a shit ton of money. But they're going to make some bids. They'll make the bid.
Well, are they going to pay what we want? Is it 50
I don't
or 60
think they're
million?
not. No, because I don't think they'll let him go for free. They're not going to let him go
No,
for
but
free.
we're Madrid pay what we want, which is I've heard 50 or 60 million.
I
Or
think
we
you're
want
getting
more than that.
50.
We want 180 or we want 80.
No, you're not getting it. We'll go for about 50.
Yeah.
Give us Kamavinga.
He'll go for 50. Or you do a Camavinga, Tushimeni, and 15 mil.
Yeah, I can see that.
That is actually very tempting.
Yeah, I
The
do that in
problem is you've
Tuesday. I'll
got
rip your
is-
arm off for that.
The problem is you've got is if Barcelona do want Nico G, and Nico G wants to go to Barcelona are going to have to pay the money.
Yeah, but they still owe us for
I was
what's his
talking to
name from like
someone who
4
said
years
30
ago.
million.
No, they don't. No, that's another fallacy. That's out online. They don't matter. That
Oh,
was
okay,
done
good.
I was telling you about this,
It was
Steve.
done
You
on-
didn't want to listen to me.
It was
What?
done on amortization across his thing.
Okay.
All
got
they
it.
did
What did I
was
not want to
they
listen to you about?
they
About
missed the
Barcelona
years.
and money.
They missed the year's payment, and we
What did I say?
renegotiated.
Okay.
Barcelona are about to hit a shit ton of money with Spotify. Do not
Ah,
mistake
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I told
About-
you.
Yeah.
Barcelona have got money.
I didn't
Don't
deny
mistake.
that they were.
Why
I
do you
was
think they're
telling-
talking
I
about?
told them that earlier, and nobody was believing me. They're like, "No,
Why do
that's
you think
going
they're
to take a
talking-
year or two."
Why do you think they're talking about Haaland?
Because he's a very good player.
Haaland could buy
And
Barcelona.
they also want him.
Yeah.
Everybody
see
wants
why.
Erling Haaland. He's the best striker in the game.
The thing is, this is the thing.
And our
You want
fan
to buy
base
the
says
world.
that we're better benching him.
If you want to
Yikes.
buy the world class players, you better believe someone's going to come for him. You know, at the end of the day, right? Mbappe was at PSG. Where did he end up?
Real Madrid.
So
We got to.
Cal-
I know.
So we're gonna get a major payday. At least we ain't getting losing him on a free.
I know people are hurt. I get it, and it was the shit. Well, Taylor's got a release clause, so tough titty said the killer.
I'm going to use that.
A very fat release clause.
Seriously,
If you know Haaland, it's
seriously.
like 150 million at minimum.
If you think Haaland's doing 10 years, then I've got a bag of beans to sell you.
That's an
Kind of
insurance
beans.
policy.
Erling Haaland is not staying here 10 years.
They made start a new song for him. Oh,
Wait, why
subject to that, that Ryan Turkey song is.
Wait.
not good.
Why wouldn't Haaland stay for a long time?
Because he's already got his career mapped out. His dad told us that years ago. His
Yeah,
career's
but
already mapped.
what if those
He
clubs
wants-
don't want him or they already find their...
Of course they want him. Of course they want him.
Yeah, but what if they find someone that... I don't know. They
They want him. They want him.
I
Both
know they
want him.
do. I'm not saying they don't.
I know.
I'm saying,
But you're
like-
coming up with you're coming up with if buts and the maybes now. I'm giving you the definites to do on him.
Yeah, but
Wow, Teal says he's going to Madrid in 2 years. Wow, so that's a fast timeline. All right, guys, get excited for a mid-table team.
Because what you got to realize is
Who
he's also got a reducing release clause. So 1 year it's at its highest, then
Right,
it
Luke?
reduces, then it reduces, then it reduces, then it reduces.
Either way, we're more than doubling our money. So
yeah.
Yeah, we only paid
Probably
55
tripling.
for them.
probably tripling your money. That's a lot. But
At the end of the day, I keep saying this: just don't get attached to players.
Yeah?
all I gotta say is, if you play a style that Erling Haaland likes, he'll want to stay.
No, can you like that?
If you
Oh,
play
wait a
that
minute.
direct
Erling Haaland's
ball,
terrible.
you
Hang
go
on,
PNP,
hang on, Cal. Erling Haaland's not come here to play with a bunch of 20-year-olds and go, let's dance, and I'm the guy in the middle.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Turkey's
a
through
really
the
good
20s,
point.
and Turkey's pretty damn good. You can get him the ball. Hey,
Erling Haaland is
even
Erling
if you
Haaland.
get Erling Haaland the ball.
Nah,
He got like
Erling
80
Haaland is
last year.
Erling Haaland is one of the best finishers in world football. He's not a babysitter.
Yeah.
Well, Martin, that should bode well for what
Yeah.
you and I were talking about before. Like, you're going to want to keep him here as long as you can. You can't bring kids in, like you said. So you
Yeah,
got to bring in some proper players.
Well, to be
Right, if
fair,
you're Erling
the
Haaland-
two players serving up Holland right now they're on the younger side, but they're good.
I
young
don't mean
Yeah,
to
players.
they're
sound
good.
awful. Right, imagine you're Erling Haaland and you see Rodri leave, Bernardo leave, Grealish everyone's gone. You're now becoming one of the last man standing. And you go, tell you what, but Madrid want me. and they've got all these guys. And Barcelona want me, and they're building their team. What are you bringing me at City? Well, I've got this lovely 20-year-old.
Bringing you Spark.
I'm bringing you this 20-year-old kid from the French league. Oh,
Yeah.
cheers, mate.
You gotta listen to Spike. Yeah, but Bernardo was always gonna go. A lot of these players that he came into were always gonna go because they were always gonna age out. That was just a fact of time.
Yeah, exactly. They were going to age out or they were going to leave.
Yeah, but like if we have done a better job of bringing in better quality, which I think we're starting to correct, but even so, Savinho, young player, had like 7 assists to Holland last season. That's good. That's good. Ryan Turkey is creating a lot of chances, and Holland is starting to scoring from those.
No. But guys, people think I'm being negative.
For Holland, he just doesn't bag them.
I'm not being negative.
Doku is improving. He's starting to get some assists to Holland. So like there are players here who are good. They just need to develop and get better, and they do that by playing.
I can't.
But this is part of my problem. You're sat glazing a guy who scored 2 fucking goals in 1 year, and you're telling me he's amazing.
I kind of have to. Patrick is obsessed with Doku.
Fuck off! No, this is my problem. This is my problem. You're getting rid of everyone, and you're giving me a guy who scores 2 goals in a year.
Well, I am giving you Ryan Turkey, who is scored a lot more than 2 goals, and he's been serving up. He's been serving it up. He's been.
What did Danielle say?
Somebody I want to build around. Ryan Turkey.
Danielle said, "Well,
very good player.
Some of you have fallen in love with a shimmy and a shake." A shimmy and a shake, you've all gone weak at the knees.
FYI, I would sell Doku this summer.
And by the way, Doku's not bad. I'm not saying Doku's been very good. What I'm just saying is I need more though.
I agree.
If you get a young player that you can find out that he is consistent, that he can elevate the squad, it's not a problem. Just like if you can get
a Erling Haaland.
No.
All right. I'll have you a bet as well. I'll have you a bet as well.
No. If you can find the next great thing or whatever version of it, like you did with the Turkey, you give Holland one more reason to stay because you can see a direction, you can see a quality. Our issues have been some of our young guys that we have brought in. They have not been consistent. They've been injury prone, and we still assume that they have a ceiling that they may not get there. It's year 3-4 for Doku. He is what he is. He's Saint Maxima.
Is he going into the Grealish territory?
No, because you got Grealish out for being inconsistent but consistent because he didn't give you the goals or the assists. Doku is inconsistent and injury prone, and he gives you a goal or an assist when he decides to have a game of his life. I'm sorry. He is what he is. He may not
was that pro
improve.
Grealish? I don't know. I'm a bit confused whether you were backing Grealish.
No, I don't think Jack Grealish was a bad player. How he was judged inside the system with Pep and some of the freedom that was stifled, part of it was the system, part of it was on his own part. It made us not value him. Again, we're willing to be harsher on the young guys, but somehow we have to be patient with the older guys that are not consistent, and we don't know their ceiling.
I just wanted to talk about Rodri, Luke.
That's a problem. If you find the next Lamine Yamal, or if you find out you have a Leonard Carl in your academy, and he can become, or he is one of the.
Is there any way back for Rodri? Is there any way back for Rodri with the fans?
Yeah, sign the contract.
Yeah.
No,
there is.
No.
You called him a prick all day. People have been calling him a prick all day. Not you. Not you. Jesus.
Of course, it's a way back for Rodri. If you guys somehow magically win the league,
there we go.
Everyone starts deleting the tweets. Everyone starts deleting Thomas Partey.
I'm leaving the tweet up. I said I still back Rodri. So Rodri, please come to my Twitter account. It's Kelkster04, and it's a Rodri glazing account. Wow. So you are loved. Don't listen to some of them idiots. You come right here and you'll get
his time. I don't care if he leaves. It's his right to want to leave. Just like us trying to have him stay, it's us trying to have him stay. But if he wants to go, he'll go. Build a project. This is a part of football. Don't stifle yourself just because you want to hold on to something that you think is going to be the same. There is no guarantee that tomorrow he's going to be the same Ballon d'Or player. The quality is not there. The hunger is not there. The form may not even be there either. Build. Commit and build. Stop trying to be in the middle. Build.
You know what it is, Martin?
Would anyone be against Caicedo?
Oh, Judge Mel thinks that Caicedo could be groomed into the next Rodri. He says he has the skill sets for it.
No.
All right.
No.
I'll give you 4 names. Put them in and out. Put them in order.
Okay, I want to hear the names.
Caicedo is a shin kicker.
Right. No, right. We're going to say Anderson's coming. Yeah, we'll presume
is
Anderson's
Okay, Anderson is one.
Nah.
Right, so I'll give you 3 more. Baleba, Caicedo, Tonali.
Caicedo is a shin kicker. He's not that good.
I kind of like Tonali. He's got that experience. He's got that
don't
dog
think
in him too.
Caicedo's not that guy.
So is everyone off the Baleba train?
No,
I don't rate
Baleba's not.
Baleba.
I haven't watched him enough to even form an opinion. I'll be honest.
Tonali
I think he's too. I don't think he has anything going forward. So I think he's more like a defensive 6 more than like the kind of 6 that we would want to play under Pat.
But you know when you say he's a shin kicker, is that not someone with lateral?
Is that
no?
no?
Got a bunch of softies, huh?
No.
Well, what was Fernandinho then? Because he was a big shin.
No.
Baleba, Fernandinho,
No.
Actually, no. Caicedo is more.
You can't even put them in the same class and conversation.
Baleba is a glorified Ugarte. Wow.
But I may agree a little bit. But just hear me out, Steve. Baleba is a talent.
Let me tell you something.
But he's very raw. He's very good at ball crashing and carrying, but he's not a great passer.
Everyone told me he was man of the match. Everyone told me he was man of the match when he played against us.
Again, when he played against us. I'm talking about Baleba.
Oh, Baleba, no.
I'm talking about Baleba. Baleba needs structure, he needs coaching, and he needs time. But again, I'm going to go off of 2 teams that are known for developing players.
Rugrat FC.
He was at Lille. He was good at Lille, but he was nowhere near the ceiling of some of the midfielders that Lille have. They sold him to Brighton, a platform where he was supposed to refine, grow, and improve facets of his game that were supposed to get better. It hasn't gotten better. It's regressed. Which means if you're going to bring him into City, you need to be patient and you need to take those lumps and have him you're going to have to work with him and build a structure around him. Who does that sound like? Is he better than Matheus Nunes when you bought him from Wolves? Because Matheus Nunes, at least he could pass and he could shoot. And he was consistent.
So who's the guy you want? Who's the guy you want to take over Rodri then? Say Rodri does go. Who do you want to take over, Daniel?
Well, you're going to need experience and you're going to need someone in. I go off of who the club is being linked with and who they're scouting. They're clearly scouting.
That's why I give you the 10 names.
They're scouting Ayoub, but they're also scouting Morten Hornblad. Morten Hornblad, I think, is a very good player.
Oh,
Hornblad. I always mispronounce his name. But we're going to find out whether he's going to translate over to the Prem or not. I think he's physical.
That scares me. I think that's Viana a little bit. Yeah,
it is Viana. It's 100%.
Yeah, that was his
Viana's loving that. That's what worries me. Do you know what you're doing, Danielle? You're confirming everything I've been told today about Viana.
Well, no. That's not a bad thing. His scouting has been good. Victor Hayes is a good prospect.
No, it isn't, because when Manchester City have relied on a top analytical team for 10 years that have never done them wrong, and now Viana's going, I'm going to ignore all you lot. And
No.
Worries me.
You're misconstruing again. If you're going to bring in Elliot Anderson, this midfield needs
wouldn't that be
structure.
Off of the scouting team?
Yes, it is off of the scouting team. A lot of the recommendations that have brought in players that have helped is off of the scouting team. When they scouted Nico G,
no, I'm going to kick back on that because I know they were.
No, Martin.
When we brought in last January is from the scouting team.
I disagree with you.
I don't know if this is true.
Well, Daniele, I know for a fact. Sorry to interrupt, I know for a fact.
But would you say? But Hayes Victor Hayes and
Victor Hayes was not
Lusanov,
scouted.
I think they've been good.
Victor Hayes was a Viana
Young.
project, and he said that himself.
I'm sorry.
He
So
was
you don't
on the
think
recommendation of Viana.
Martin,
Yeah,
you don't
that's what
think?
I heard.
Wait, no, stop. So you don't think Viana scouts when he signs a player?
No, Mike. Do you want right? No, let me explain. When Cheeky was in charge at City, Cheeky didn't pick all the players. Do you know what he did? He had a team around him, team of about 4. One of them was Omar Barada. There was Cheeky, there was Soriano, there was a few. Pep, there was about 4 or 5 of them. They all sat there and they all went, right, we want this player, that player. They did it on see, even in the Amazon documentary, Daniela, they'd sit in a team and they went, right, this is the list they've given us.
And again, unless you are in that room, you can't say that Victor Hayes wasn't on that list. Because I can tell you, they have South American scouts that were looking at prospects, and Victor Hayes was one of them. The difference was you brought someone in that had more information, a better relationship, and was willing to...
Why did Pep not know anything about Mamouche then?
You said that. I heard that was a Tiki thing.
Don't do that, Martin.
You said that. I thought you said on...
Right.
Maybe
Daniela, I'm sorry, you're not going to like this. Has Pep quoted himself, I knew nothing about Mamouche until we went for him. I had to go and research him.
But why would
find you the quote.
Why would Pep review players? He's in the middle of a season, like in January. Like he needs to be focused on tactics and shit. Like, right? Because
what did Pep say, Daniele? What did Pep say? What did Pep say? If it was up to me, we wouldn't have bought anyone. I'd have waited till my players came back.
Well, but that's also some naivety from Pep because
no, I'm not. Listen, no, that isn't right. That's a separate. Right, Cal, that's a separate debate. Whether he was naive on that, I would agree with you. That wasn't the question. My question was, did Pep have this big say? And I've had this debate with Daniele before, and I've told Daniele before.
No, he did not have a big say, and they were 100% right to do it.
Sometimes you have to overrule the manager.
But who picks the team? Sorry, who picks the team?
But what Pep was doing wasn't working. We were
right, Cal. Why did Maresca just leave Chelsea?
I don't know. I don't follow Chelsea.
Because the chief exec was trying to pick the team for him.
Yes.
But I don't think
Actually, Maresca
giving Pep players like trying to
pick
the team.
Because of that. Because he was being told who to play and when to play them. No man. I'm sorry, but in the Premier League or in Germany, no manager of his salt is going to be told who to play.
Yeah. Doesn't that kind of happen a lot when you make a big signing? You
you're
like pressured into playing them.
No, doesn't happen in Europe. I don't know if that happens elsewhere, but in Europe,
why are you comparing the two like they're the same? They're not. He had credit in the bank with Cheeky, and Cheeky had credit in the bank with him.
You walk up to Ferguson and you tell Ferguson who to play, he'd slap you on the head and say to fuck off.
If you're sitting down with someone that was the architect of the Barcelona team, one of your personal good friends, if he's coming to you and he tells you, I have a player from Germany that is one of the top players, I think he can help you, you're not going to trust him?
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yes, I'm not saying he didn't. Right, I agree with that, Danielle. But this was his quote, I had to go and research him fuller. And has he played a lot since? He helped a bit at the back end of last season. This season, he's struggling to fit.
He's struggling to fit
The only one who has fully made it out of all that January signing is Kushinoff.
And you, as the manager, you didn't want to play him. You wanted to come into the season with John Stones.
Right.
Right. That's where some of that undying loyalty is.
Right. I don't know where the bloody hell does this thing. Right. Hang on, Daniela. I said Kushinoff was going to need time because that's what I was told. He needed time. You may agree with that. You may not.
He needed time, and you've
given him the time, and now he's in.
Development.
And now he's in. But it doesn't matter. He's in now. Doesn't matter. He's in now.
You think he stays in?
Yeah, the minute. Yeah, he deserves to. For example, Matt Gay
from yet another injury is Diaz.
Matt Gay and Semenyo were picked by Pep. That's the difference here. That January, I'm not saying none of the players were good. I'm not saying they're bad, sorry. I'm not saying they're bad players, but I don't think they were fully aligned when they were doing it. And Daniele knows that. The thing is, Daniele knows that for a fact.
They weren't aligned
had been
because
on the
they
list
were
for a while or something. Weren't we looking at him before we signed him? Like, because his dad or somebody had ties to the club.
All right, I'm going to break some of that people may not know. Do you know they tried buying Baleba last January before they even got to Nico J?
Oh, no, I didn't. I figured we would never.
There you go. There you go. So they made an inquiry on Baleba way before they even got to the Nico J.
But no. But what I was asking is, wasn't Nico G like on a list somewhere? Like because he's like, didn't his dad
he was scouted. Yeah, no, he was scouted. Yeah.
Okay, so he was like on the radar, but not maybe just low on the list because like I think you said there's different tiers of lists or something.
Yes, it was
so
coming
maybe
in.
He was like a lower tier list.
Listen, Nico G's fab. I'm not. It sounds like I'm Nico G's ex. I'm not saying he's a bad player. What I'm saying is that you're asking me why is Pep not playing him. I'm trying to explain why he's not playing him because I don't think he was fully on board with them all. At that time, we had Chica and we had Viana that were both trying to do the same thing. So Viana's trying to make signings, Chica's trying to make signings, and if you remember, they were both given separate jobs to do.
But again, wrong word.
Talk to Pep or nobody talked to Pep?
I think, well, that time Pep was going through his fucking divorce, so I don't think Pep went to listen to anyone.
Nobody was talking to Pep. Okay.
I think Caldoon was the only one talking to Pep at that point.
Were they trying to sign players or were they trying to help the club be stable and win?
I think
both.
Their job? I agree. No, Danielle, I agree with that. I don't think what Pep was going through helped at the time. I think that was a shit situation because he was going through a divorce and a breakup. And I think his head had gone.
I don't know what's going on.
No, they've split up. He's trying to get his family back together. That's why he's got his daughter out on the pitch on Sunday.
What do you mean get his family back? Aren't his kids like grown? I don't know what that means.
You know that woman he was hugging on Sunday? That was his daughter.
Yeah,
his daughter's not left his side in the last 6 months.
Oh, okay. I just didn't understand because I thought he was just divorced and like.
I don't think him and his ex-wife are really. What's the word I'm looking for?
Amicably, like.
No, I think it's amicable. I think because you know one of the again shouldn't be sharing this. One of the days one of the days he wasn't at training. You know when Pep Linders did the press conference.
Oh yeah.
He was at the solicitors.
Oh, they haven't settled it. Maybe. I thought these kids were older.
I keep saying they are human beings.
His family life.
They're human beings. They're human beings.
No, I get that. I'm not saying they're not. I just didn't. I
think at the minute, I think he's trying to get. I think they're trying to resolve things and they're trying to get back together. I think this is part of the reason I think he'll leave. I think he wants to go back. I think he's probably been told by his wife, maybe, or his ex. I don't even know if they're fully divorced yet. Come back, and we'll sort this out.
Maybe.
This is what I mean about the human.
I'm not going to speculate on that. I don't know.
I'm just saying there is human elements. There is human elements.
No, and I get that. I totally get that. I just was under the impression that the kids were out of the house and went to university or have moved on with their, they're in their 20s or something. I don't know if his kids are like living at home or something. I didn't know that.
They're all grown up. They're grown up.
So when you say he's trying to get the family back together, like that doesn't compute for me because like a family, when the kids are in their 20s, they've started to live their own lives and stuff. And unless the kid sided with the mom or something and he's trying to win them back. But again, I don't know. I'm not.
No, his daughter's not left his side. His daughter was with him in the summer with the Oasis concert, wasn't she, and everything.
That was the older one.
They've been looking after Dad.
That's nice.
Oh, okay. So Dad needs the support. I got it. Okay. All right. But again, that's his business.
Yeah, I think he probably feels a bit. It is what it is. I'm not going to go into it because it's not the place.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to.
There's a lot of spinning plates people don't realize. I think, and it's just my opinion. I don't think the transition from Cheeky to Bian has been handled overly well.
Well, I think a lot of times, that could be because of.
Oh, Daniela, your hate for Pep is weird.
Well, also, Martin, you and I were talking about on the phone earlier. It could be the Khaldoon thing. You never know.
I think Khaldoon's probably got his head somewhere else right now. Rightfully so.
What's happening in that part of the world, I understand.
Yeah, rightfully so. I just listen. It is what it. You know what it is. I'll be straight. I said that I'm excited for the future.
I am too.
Really?
I pray to God. What? Can't tell what?
I can't tell, because when we win, you praise
quiet,
Pep.
Pep.
When we lose or when things are bad or questionable, you put the blame on Viana. Which one is it?
No.
Daniele, there are some people who have a Viana agenda.
Oh, it's Martin and Spartacus.
Hang on.
Martin.
I'm not saying Martin.
No.
I know somebody else who has a Viana agenda.
Just because you're on Pepe Island.
I'll name the names. Martin and Spartacus.
Right, and you're on Pepe Island with profit, but big boy, what we doing here?
Oh, and this guy right here, Adam.
You're conflicted. Listen, I noticed you went missing on Sunday. You went missing on Sunday when we lifted that trophy, Danielle. Don't you think I didn't notice that?
I don't mean
you went missing.
Guys, I don't mean to interject real quick. I got to run in a minute, but Martin, I need to ask you this. Martin, describe for me what it was like winning in that cup final, just real quick. I just want to hear it.
At the same
putting those bastards to sleep. Watching them just suck it up.
It was the best atmosphere I've had at Wembley in 20 years.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Jan said the same thing. We had Jan on the other day.
I'm going to be honest. I've never seen the fan base come together. Danielle, you won't like this, but we sang Pep's name all game.
Because we've got Guardiola.
Yeah.
We've got Guardiola.
And I know Danielle don't like that.
No. I think you're misconfusing. I don't hate.
Oh, I'm having a bit of banter. Chill out.
No. His time is done.
Wasn't done on Sunday.
That's a fair thing to say.
Was it done on Sunday?
Was that him or was that the individual? Was that him or was that the individual? Oh my God!
Yeah, please don't. No. Do not be disingenuous that was not Pep. Please tell me it wasn't.
I think it was.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that it was all Pep. You're gonna tell me it was all Pep.
Yes. Because tactically, he was in a master of a class of his own. And everybody said that. Everybody said he had tactic, Gartel.
Okay, so Kepa makes a mistake. That was Pep?
Have you got a voodoo doll of Pep?
Was that Pep?
Every now and again.
Answer the question. Kepa made a mistake. That was Pep? Huh? I'll wait.
City would have won without that mistake.
I think we were cooking them, and
did you watch
him? We would have scored a goal eventually. Yeah, I
from the 20th minute, we stuck our foot on their neck and we never lifted it.
That's not true. The first half was absolutely terrible. We were saying that during the watch-along.
We were just like, we are cooking.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You've just not watched enough cup finals.
The first half was terrible.
For me, I was nervous in the first half.
It got better, though. Danielle, it got better towards the end of the half. Hey, what up, Crunk? What up, Crunk?
But then,
hope you had a good lit stream.
But then, for me, in the beginning of the second half, it was the light switch that went off, and I was like, "Wow, where did this come from? Holy shit!" And then it was wave after wave after wave after wave, and I was like, "Wow."
And
for me, it was a tale of two halves.
Got better as the first half started off very shaky. The first 15 minutes, but it was an improvement, and it grew and it grew and it grew towards the end of the half. And I even said it. I was like, we got better as the half progressed.
And you watched Semenyo. You watched Semenyo from when Akapi got the yellow card. He just put on him and he didn't lay him off.
Yep.
Even Arsenal fans said.
For once we punished
Danielle, even the Arsenal fans. The Arsenal fans, I spoke with Lee Judges, Dan Potts, spoke to them all, and they all said from the 15th minute on, you had us.
Yeah, they were only good for 15 minutes, and then I don't think they even mounted a threat until like the very last 5 minutes of the game.
And as you guys
And they looked scared. Declan Rice looked lost. He didn't know what he was doing.
Their legs also look pretty tired in the second half.
By the way, Lee Judges said he'd have Bernardo Silva tomorrow. He said he loved him. Just to chuck that one at you.
Is he starting him?
Yes. He thought he was
I know a lot of people who say they like Bernardo, but none of them would start him.
Oh, Lee Judges would. Lee Judges loved him.
All right. Okay. There you go. That means he doesn't rate his own midfield.
None of them did.
I keep hearing Declan Rice is the best midfielder in the league. Ooh, but Bernardo Silva's going to come take
Rodri and Bernardo made him look like a rice pudding.
I agree. Yeah, he was shit. That's why I'm not listening to this crap. Oh, best in the league. I'm not
Ballon d'Or.
Supposed to have a Declan Rice stream.
Ballon d'Or Rice.
I'm telling you, Ahmed and I are the ones. We've been clocking this. I've taken so much shit on Judge Mo's show because I've been calling this guy out since last season. I'm like, this guy is not going to help your attack. And lo and behold, it's a big game. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And all I got, I just get so much shit from our.
I think that's why. I think probably that's why.
It can't help me pointing out the truth. They can't handle it.
I think this is why some would have been upset about Rodri leaving. So I think they're like, you put that performance in, and now you're off. I think that's why people are
glazing the hell out of that. I was like, dude, Rodri's back. I was like, this is Ballon d'Or Rodri. The proof is in my tweets. You can go see it. He looked like Ballon d'Or Rodri. It almost feels like we're getting him fit to go make another team better, and I'll
give you some hope. I'll give everyone some hope. Tone thinks he's going to extend. I think that's hopium. I think that's hopium. I think they're clinging on hopium at the moment.
To be fair, Tone has said that the whole time.
Listen, I pray the wrong word. Tone thinks Pep's staying. Listen, I hope Pep stays and I hope Rodri extends.
Yeah.
So then here's a question.
If they don't, then the club will survive. We're not going to shut down.
Yeah, if they don't, we'll get it. We're 115. Everyone will get relegated.
There it is. The life cannot exist without Pep. The life cannot exist without Rodri.
What is your issue with him? Please tell me.
I have no issue.
I need to know.
No, just for context.
He doesn't like the ego.
No, just I love the ego. Just for context, okay. Just for context. Prior to even winning the Ballon d'Or,
you're Pep out, Adam. That's why.
No, not at all.
Adam's like, why'd you bring me up? I'm like, because he's on Pep out Island with you.
Prior to winning the Ballon d'Or, he was arguably one of the top 5 best midfielders in the world. Mm-hmm. But let me remind City fans, you had arguably one of the top 5 greatest midfielders in the world before Rodri, with Rodri. So you can have that without Rodri being the Rodri that everybody remembers from the treble season with the Ballon d'Or. You had that in Kevin De Bruyne, or did we forget? We had that. And I would even argue in terms of
I get it. I get you now.
Hold on. Calm down.
Finish this
Calm
point.
down. Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
I would
he knows
argue,
what I'm going to say.
No, hold on. Unless you can read my mind, you don't. I would argue that Kevin De Bruyne was greater, longer, more consistently, and with more impact than Rodri, without taking anything away from Rodri. And that's okay. Just like I can say that Aguero was more consistent over the duration than Haaland. And that's taking nothing away from Haaland. If I lose the two, it doesn't mean I can't replace them with another player that can potentially be great. That's where I have an issue. Because up until we had Mancini or Pellegrini, who was our great coach? And when we got those two and they did the Aguero, there were City fans that were saying Mancini's a great manager. And he was. Outside of City, Mancini is a great manager with what he did in Serie A. Pellegrini was such a good, even considered a great manager when we came to City, so much so that he coached Real Madrid. So City can get someone, build a team, and can win. That's why I have an issue with when people start saying, "Oh, Rodri, Pep, this."
Because we won 19 trophies.
Yeah, You won.
I'm just sad because Rodri. Like I said, I've been backing him all season.
Listen, I know what you're saying.
He's gonna go make Real Madrid better.
What you mean is we're gonna go. We'll go back to normal.
Of those 19 trophies, how much in percentage was Pep, and how much was the players?
I'm not gonna. I don't
know.
Oh
my God.
No, I'm asking.
The only one I would say was mostly the players.
Can you name me another manager who's won 19 trophies in England in 10 years?
That wasn't my question.
So how can you say she's just putting it on the players and nothing to do with Pep?
No, I've never said that. I've said it's always been a combination of both, and sometimes it sways one way and sometimes it sways the other. But this fan base has gotten too indoctrinated to believe that it's just Pep. And it hasn't been.
Because he's our greatest ever manager, Daniel.
Yes, and he wants to move
They're going to name they'll name the stadium after him.
They're not going to name the stadium after him.
Or a stand after him. I bet they name a stand after him.
That's fine. Life moves on.
I will gladly sit in the Pep Guardiola stand. In the same way, at the Swamp, they sit in the Sir Alex Ferguson stand.
And United moved on.
So, and where have they moved to? Fucking bottom.
Title since.
Bottom feeders.
Okay. So
they almost got relegated last year.
How much of that was because they didn't?
Don't compare us to United.
No, I will compare us to United in this instance.
We made some dumb signings
when they had the structure and stability of Ferguson, the mistake they made was trying to recreate it and trying to sign players that they had no business. They needed to rebuild. They brought in managers that they shouldn't have brought in, players that they shouldn't have brought in. There was a misalignment. Our ownership is more stable than theirs. Our scouting right now, I'd probably say it's a little bit better, but United have been improved. No, it's a little bit better. They've hired a lot of smart people. I'll give them credit. Their scouting.
Yeah, they hired all cities people.
Besides just city people, they've hired people from outside industries to give them more points to. No, not the. No, they hired one of the best data scientists from F1 that was at McLaren to help them to build their scouting system.
Boo.
I can't believe, Martin. I cannot believe you resorted to the Man United post Sir Alex argument.
If he doesn't say that, he's gonna say we're turning into Chelsea.
I can't believe.
Well, no, Danielle. I'm sorry, you're not gonna like this.
Easiest thing to.
You can think, right? The way you talk about Pep, I find so disrespectful, though. So disrespectful, right? Mancini was great. He's nowhere near Pep level.
It's a business.
He's great. He's nowhere near Pep's level.
It's a business. You look at it like a family. I look at it like a business.
Sorry, Danielle. It is not a business to me. It is my life.
And to me, it's a business. And I'm telling you, when you got money involved,
to me.
Okay, that's fine. That's
I live, breathe, and bleed this football club.
I'm not trying to change me. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm telling you that at the end of the day, this is still a business. And businesses need to do what's in the best interest of the business.
Well, you've just made football boring and cold.
No, you can do both. You can entertain and run a business and still keep a family environment. You can do both. Why does it always have to be one way or the other? City have shown in the 10 years you can entertain, run a business, and make money.
I'll tell you what. Owners come and go. Managers come and go. Players come and go. The only constant is the fan base.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not a business in my eyes. Never will be.
Fight. Where's Jorge?
Never ever be a business to me.
No, but it is, because this isn't the YMCA non-charity thing.
No. See, this is.
But it is.
Choose my words very, very carefully. Go to Brazil and say it's a business to them. They'll slap you.
They know it's a business.
No, they don't.
The business. Yes, they do. They support the business.
Oh, do you mean when they're fucking having riots and burning the stadiums down?
Yes.
It's a business, guys.
It's called a shareholder being upset.
Sunderland and Newcastle on Sunday. Was that a business?
Yes, you had your shareholders upset.
Oh, God, don't bring that up. Steve doesn't want to hear about that anymore.
Sunderland and Newcastle were having fights. Newcastle were lining the streets ready to go for them all. Don't tell me it's a fucking business at that point.
It's called passion in business.
That's one aspect.
It's called proper footy. It's proper hooliganism.
It's called UK football, and that's the way we are. We're passionate fuckers, and we'll go with it.
In America, we
go
do
to
that
Italy.
The stadium.
In Italy, it's not passion. Go to Napoli and say it's a business.
Multiple things can be true at the same time.
Go to the Napoli Ultras and say it's a business.
Not all Napoli fans are Ultras, though. Why using the...
they're all in the...
Well, I'm a fucking Man City Ultra.
They're being taken over by the mafia.
I'm a Man City Ultra.
No,
Man
you gotta.
City Ultras.
There's a movie. I'll send you the article or the. I'll send you the YouTube. It talks about how the ultras for both of the Milan teams are infiltrated by the mafia.
Yes, they run.
Yeah, all right. I'll put it in the best way I can. And this is not a dig. This is the way I see football. If I look at it as a business, if I don't like it, I can take my business elsewhere. I can never ever take my business elsewhere ever, and I never will.
Yeah, but that's
why it's not a business.
No, but it is a business. It's not the one.
No,
like
Steve, it's not. It's a business to the owners. You're not the owner.
What's the definition of business?
Yeah, but hold on.
You're not the owner. You get no say, stay in the business.
Uh-oh, don't bring Italy into this.
No, you get no say in the business.
What?
Is that you, Lewis? Is that Lewis? City Ferrari? Is that Lewis?
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Lewis? I was like, is that Lewis Hamilton in his profile? Then I know it's Lewis.
An activity that someone is engaged in. Now. Business.
Yeah, but hold on a second here, right? When you take a step back, you have to delineate the two. You can't have the business without the fans, and the fans can't have the sport without the business. So they're both
100%.
kind of a symbiotic relationship, right? But there's that bifurcation there. I understand where Martin's coming from. I understand where Steve's coming from. I'm a Giants fan. We've been god-awful fucking atrocious for over a decade. It's terrible.
Hey, at least you won 2 titles. I
Well,
haven't seen a title in 30 years.
Right,
Don't call
I'm
me
going to
a
put it
Phillies
this way.
fan.
But
why
that's
do you
where the
think
passion
the
comes
protests were
from.
happening? Right, but why was all the protests happening last season?
Well, Steve knows my level of passion with the 49ers.
Yeah, see?
Does anyone know?
Boy.
What?
Can anyone tell me why there was that big protest at Manchester City last year?
Well, because the business is kind of screwing the fans over.
Nope, because Soriano used one word against
us. Are you
us.
leaving, Teal? If so, have a good night.
Soriano called us legacy fans and customers.
Oh, customers, that's the word.
They said it was going to be like Disneyland.
You. No, we want to be like Disneyland. We all went, fuck you, get out.
Yeah, I remember. And I went on the football terrace after
and
that.
And that's why nobody in that stadium.
Like, they were protesting.
It's a business if you want to call it the money thing. To us, it's not. Because we're not there for the money. We're not there for the players. We go because we're there.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that it is a sport. This is not some non-profit freaking five-a-side kickabout.
Mate, I don't mean to be awful. No football. No one takes over football
Steve.
Clubs to make profit. No one takes over a football club to make profit.
Well, but
Americans
if you think PIF have taken over Newcastle to make profit, you're living in Delulu land.
No, they don't.
That is why
you're living in Delulu.
Buying all the Premier League teams.
I don't know why they're at Newcastle.
This is why, and again, you're not going to like this. Again, this is no discredit. It's why a lot of people don't like the Americanization model in the Premier League, and we're trying to stop it.
All right, Curtis, I put it in the chat.
Because they don't want it. Because it is all about the money. It's all about the big. We don't want that.
Hold up.
I'm sorry, but we don't.
Yeah, FSG owns a
and that's not a dig, by the way, American people. Before anyone starts, that's not a dig.
Martin, are you saying we're all about the money?
No. What I
know.
If you look, because I was listening to NUFC talk the other day, and you've met Win, you know Win is Steve, and Win made a great point. He went, if PAF sell up, we'll get a nice American owner and we'll become part of the clique. So I messaged him and
the
said, "What do
big
you mean part
six?
of the
Yeah,
clique?"
anyway,
well, he says we're part of the 12 or 13 Americans that are taking over the Premier League, and I'm like, and that's the problem.
Yeah, how's that working out?
Yeah,
because they want to do it, Super League us up and fuck us off somewhere, and we're not doing it.
well, I think
Not in
the other
the
thing
UK,
too,
it won't land.
But Martin, I think the other thing that you guys have going for you, and I don't just mean the UK. This is just this is from an outside perspective here. If you look at the culture of football worldwide, and you look at like the Napoli Ultras, you look at them in Belgrade, you look at all the crazy fans across the globe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, there's businesses there. I understand that, but there's an
don't tell Spartacus.
there's an incontrovertible fact that there is something more to it than just customers, Martin, to your point exactly.
They have,
and I think
they have to make money if they
Oh no, I'm not denying that at all. 100%.
They're not making money. No one makes money hardly.
So then how do they pay players? By using Monopoly money?
Because they get the 500 billion off the Premier League TV money.
Yes. So
yeah,
do you think that has a big way of coming in?
Yeah, so that means
the owner, right. No, it's a business, right? But an owner, yeah, by law, by the rules, can only put 10 to 20% of their own money in. They don't lose money, Stay.
Yeah.
So that's in definition, the owner's not there to make money. A business is you buy a business to make it profitable, sell and make a load of money and go. £1 billion to a Newcastle PAF is a WrestleMania drop in an ocean.
Yeah. Yes.
Sheikh Mansour is not at Manchester City to take shit tons of money. It's not exactly like he needs it. What, to fill his car up in the back day? That's why they always say clubs, they build up clubs to be self-profitable, self-reliant.
Yes.
That's the business side of it. I agree with that. But owners are not buying clubs to make profit out of it.
No, because you don't, really.
This is why, at the moment, I don't show you. Has anyone watched The Overlap? The one, Luke. Yeah, you might watch on YouTube. There was one Luke did, MCFC lads, and there was a Notts Forest fan, an Everton fan. There was all on. And you know what they all said? The biggest disconnect in the Premier League at the minute is the fans and the owners.
Yeah. I agree, yeah.
Because of this business that they're saying, says, we're not business, we're not customers, we never will be. Stop calling us that.
Well, Steve, the other thing...
I'm sorry, Steve. It's a dirty word here to us. It's a dirty word. We don't want it.
Well, it makes it more personal when it's again, the fan base versus the customer base. Customer base is very austere, generic, and there's no personality to it, right? And like Martin, like what you're saying, like, your father almost played, nearly played for Man City. You've been a fan your entire life.
The reserves. Yeah,
played for the reserves. You know what I mean? Like, that's lifeblood, right? That's some heritage, right? That's a lot different than just, like I'm going to pick up groceries at the grocery store. I'm a customer there. I totally get that.
It's spot on. Great analogy. Yeah, I'm not going to this. I mean, it's this entertainment thing. You want entertainment, go to the pictures.
Or you could even liken it to going to a pub. Pub's going to be privately owned, but you go down there with all your buddies and your friends. You know everyone.
Watch it on the TV at home, or go to the pub with your mates if you want it to be entertaining. That's the thing. I think it's like me on Sunday. Yeah. And I think, do you know what made it on Sunday? Wasn't even winning the cup. It was having 37,000 City fans acting like total morons. Like Newcastle last year, Steve. You took over Trafalgar Square and you fucking made it your own. If you'd have walked in there and go, it's only a business, lads, they'd have fucking lynched you. They'd have lynched you.
They would have lynched me for what?
Saying that, they'd have been like, fuck off. No, it's not.
But also, but Steve, I think the other part of it is on the business side, they're not really interested in making the profit that much because you're not going to make much. You're going to grow the value of the entity. If you look at the value of Man City when they bought it, what was it, 350 million pounds? It's now 4.7 billion. I won't give a shit about making a profit annually, but I've just more than 10x.
So wait,
That's the thing. See what I mean?
There's no profit share in this thing. None of us are getting a 10% kickback.
No, I know. But what if a football club is on the stock exchange? Does that make it a business?
No, it is. But
it is from there because United did that. Borussia Dortmund did that. But I know this because I know someone who's the chairman of the Dortmund supporters branch. It's called Ben, lovely guy. Dortmund hates it. Fucking hate it. That's why they do the 51. That's why they do the 51% rule in Germany.
50 plus 1.
So that never happens. So they don't allow that.
But that's we've got more Americans that are trying to buy up these teams. Like if you look at the guys who bought Wrexham, perfect example. They bought it for what, £2 million, however many years ago. Mm-hmm. Do you know what it's worth now? Over 400 million. Yeah. So they've literally done. They've put money into it. Maybe 50 million of their own money.
They actually won shit. They're actually doing their job.
Well, it's like, but exactly. I was talking to Baz. You know who Baz is, don't you? Don't you, Steve?
Yeah.
Right. He said, I was speaking with Scotty and mine, and they came away from the Barcelona game at home and they were pissed off. I went, why? They went, there was Barcelona fans all over our stadium. And I went, yeah, that's going to happen. They went, but it's fucking criminal. We're not having it. So I went, all right. The other thing that pissed them off, Manchester City played him in the semi-final, first leg at St. James's Park. And there was Newcastle fans asking City players for autographs.
Like Semenyo. I saw that.
That caused World War III in the stand.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
In Germany, it's different.
Yeah, I've had this debate with Carl loads of times. It's so tribal here.
It's unbelievable from an outside perspective, Martin. I had no idea. If you come to the World Cup, right? If you go to the World Cup, all the seats are mixed. It's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. So when I was looking at when I first got introduced to football overseas, I was like, wait a minute, why does it say only visiting section or home section and away section?
In Germany, you can sit wherever you want.
But like in England, not at all games. You can't with Dortmund and Bayern.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I've seen it.
Right, well, I'll introduce you to Ben, and you can have an argument with him.
Oh, I'm sure you could do it, but
together. Dortmund and Bayern, by the way, are not rivals. They are competitive rivals. But Bayern München's true rival. Bayern München's true rivals are 1860 München, VfB Stuttgart, and Borussia Mönchengladbach.
I'll introduce you to Ben. He's the chairman of the sports branch. The main one, the whole thing.
I've seen Bayern fans sit in Dortmund seats. Not in the ultra section, but in the home section of seen that vice versa.
I'll put it this way. There was a Liverpool fan in the city.
Dortmund.
Right. There was a Liverpool fan in the city end this year. They went out with a bloody nose.
No,
you don't do it, Steve. You don't do it. You get swatted.
Yeah. That's why I said
you don't but the other side of the coin is look at Italy. Unless it's a big game, stadiums half empty.
They could do that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's too tribal. It's why you got to have 5,000 police.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because in the American sports, like I don't know if it was Steve, you might know if it was the Red Sox or if it was the Eagles. I want to say it was the Red Sox. One of them had to install a small holding cell for opposition fans that they would actually arrest.
Eagles,
that's what it was, the Eagles. Yeah. Eagle fans are the same ones that threw snowballs with batteries in them at Santa Claus when they had Santa Claus walking across the field.
Yeah. But charity. I was in America the year before last for pre-season.
For the Bayern game, right?
And for the Barcelona game.
Oh,
and me and Pat start singing the English songs. We nearly got chucked out.
Really?
They were like, "You don't do that here."
Right.
Okay.
That security guard was having a bad day.
Yeah, because
no, you're not allowed to use the word "cunt" and all that. They don't do it.
Oh yeah, the C word's a big no-no over here.
They were singing stuff like, "Referee, you need to be in jail," and we're like, "Referee, you're a cunt." My God, I thought I killed one of the kids.
Oh, Oh, see you next Tuesday is a big no-no in the U.S.
Dude,
war, and
they
that's
started the
like
Mexican
that's a no-no.
wave. So me and Pat started the Poznan going, what? We were going, what the fucking hell is that? And then we said, we'll show you how it's done. Started doing the Poznan. My God, you thought he had 3 heads on my head.
Dude,
I'm walking around, you know, in the fan park, and there was a Liverpool fan, a United fan, an Aston Villa fan, a Newcastle fan, and I turned to Ed and I went, what the hell is this? So there's a Man United fan here. Said it's a City game. Tell him to get the fuck out. He went, no, we don't do that here.
No.
It's a football carnival.
Yeah.
I said, no, he's in the City end. He's going to get chucked out in a minute by me. Bye.
Yeah.
No. Don't happen.
Yeah.
No.
It's
you chuck him out, Martin? Did you chuck him out, Martin? Did you chuck him out?
I told him to fuck off, or he'd get a slap.
Did he?
Well, no, because he walked away from me.
Well, I will say this: the tribalism gets really heated in some games.
Steve, you tried smashing up the Sunderland coach on Sunday. Don't give me that crap about bloody. Did you see what you did? See what I mean? Steve, you're smiling. You know exactly what went on outside St. James's Park on Sunday.
Wait. Did you guys pull a Liverpool?
He's not tribal.
Martin, did they pull a Liverpool on the Sunderland bus?
Oh yeah. They pulled a Liverpool on Sunday. They were race. Well, one idiot was chucking. I don't know who it was. One chucked racial abuse. I don't know who that was at. What it was about was a racial incident. There was someone went away with a busted up nose and face, and because what they did was the Sunderland fans were coming from the train station, so they're all coming out the train station, being walked in St. James's Park. Yeah. But they had nearly 10,000 Geordies that had been there 2 hours beforehand, all lining ready for him. So what they did was put this very thin line of police at about 5, and then let all these 3,000 Sunderland fans come through, and there was bottles being chucked and all sorts of going on.
Good.
And it was like, you're not ready for this.
Fuck them. I would want a bottle thrown at me too, bro. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and this is not a dig. Like I said, it's just a difference of cultures. It's just a cultural thing.
But I never said you were wrong, Martin. I know this stuff.
No, I just
think about atmospheres.
No, I just think businesses it's a dirty word to fans over there, and I think it's like the Super League. It's come from the Super League.
It's a dirty word, but that's just you're.
But fans do win, stay.
Every
fans
single
win.
club sells why do clubs sell merchandise? Why is
hardly anyone? But I'll tell you this: the merchandise is for more. Again, I'm trying to word this without sounding like
customers.
people who have season tickets don't buy merchandise a lot. You don't see.
They don't answer my question. They don't answer my question.
All right, then I'll put it bluntly: it's for day trippers and tourists. That's why they sell them.
Ooh.
Martin, aka customers.
No. Why don't they give them out for free? Why do they give a price on kits and hats?
Because they have a massive contract with Adidas.
Why do they have a massive contract? If it's not a business, why would they need to do?
Because it's called a sponsorship deal.
We're getting a London derby next year between West Ham and Millwall.
Stay. That's sponsorships. That's different.
No, but that's so what business is. You have a good or a service, and you exchange it for another good or another service. It's not you don't exchange anything about your football club. Yes, you do. There's no exchanging, mate. So how do you get your season ticket? Do you get it for free or do you have to pay a fee? No, I pay for it, but if I give it back, I lose it forever. I can't exchange it, mate. I give it back, it's gone for good. Yeah.
See,
there's no exchanging. I can't exchange my team. My team loses. I can't go see. I go to another one. So I don't get what you're saying here. I don't get what you're asking me about season tickets.
I'm saying it is a business because it needs to make money to keep going.
What up? What up, Fla Fla?
You got Fla.
Yeah. I understand that, but they get that
That's all
through
I'm saying.
sponsorships. No, but they get that through sponsorships.
Yeah.
And the sponsorship pays the way.
They don't get it from the fans. Fans make very little money, put very little money into the club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a raid. Big up Flawless for the raid.
But what I'm trying to understand is I don't get what you mean by the business side of it. Because you're not an owner, you're not on the board. Why do you care about the business side of it?
I don't.
So why are you pushing? Because you're not on the board. You get no money out of doing it.
I know.
So you shouldn't care about it's a business.
But it is. That's the truth. And it don't affect. It just don't affect me. Like it just don't affect me. Like okay, it's a business. Well, but
right,
yeah,
Steve. If it was a business that good, they tried to do the business in the Super League, and every single fan told them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Who won?
Yeah.
Who won? No, you nearly said it. The customers. You nearly fucking said it. Then the customers.
Lined up, man.
This is your American side coming out here, Steve Sunshine. This is your American side coming out. You get over there. I'll take you in Manchester pubs. We'll get it out of you, lad.
I'll say Z does not like the business talk. Well, this originally started as a Rodri stream, and this is where we've ended up. We did our say about Rodri.
Listen. I think there's a time and a place. So, like the Club World Cup, you ask me on the Club World Cup. Mad Hatter knows this. When he started doing the individual fucking appearances like they were in WWE coming down the aisle, everyone hated it. It was the laughing stock of everyone. Nobody liked it.
No, I liked it.
What did they do?
I liked it.
The players were just like, what are we supposed to do here? Like,
do you know the players didn't even like it? They were like, we don't want this.
Too bad. Too bad for them. They're getting paid a shitload of money. They can do some fucking. I don't feel sorry.
You don't need to do that for Americans.
I don't feel sorry for.
But here's the thing, Steve. But there's the other fallacy. They get a shitload of money compared to movie stars, do they?
I mean, $20 million a year. That ain't too bad. Although that's very low. I'm not gonna lie. When I see Erling's only on about 25 million. Just from his wage at City, I'm like,
okay then. So his wage at City is 25. Tom Holland's next Spider-Man movie is how much?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like a lot of the scrubs in American sports are making 40, 50 million. The top quarterback
he's getting 40 million for one film.
Million a year.
He's getting 40 million for one film, and he's got 3 films out this year. Come on.
You know what I really love? You know what I loved about the. You know what I loved about
the Rodri show.
You know what I loved about the. You know what I loved about the Club World Cup that I learned was the Wyatt fans when they came. They brought all their flares in when you're not supposed to. Man, they lit up the stadium. It was a sight to be seen, and I've never seen anything like that on American soil before. That was amazing.
How do they get those in with the metal detectors?
Wait, Luke, you play pro clubs? That's sick. Nice.
No idea.
I don't know what that is.
But security got stepped up afterward.
FIFA, the video game.
About European footy is I love the flares, and like some of them in like the Bundesliga are insane.
Yeah.
And the tifos.
See, that's why I love the Bundesliga, but I love the Bundesliga because of that 51% rule. I love it.
The yellow wall.
The fans are in charge.
It's the best run football league in the world.
Yeah,
easily.
Because it's not the fans matter there. Fans fucking matter.
Yes, 100%.
And the tickets are only like 12 or 15 euro or something like that.
No, that's a fallacy. That's a fallacy. I had a look at Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund tickets to 95 to 100 euros. Don't believe in this 12 euros as if you're happy to sit on the back seat of the gods and never move.
Nah,
you know what's crazy?
You can get into like FC Köln or Gladbach game for like 30
I'm talking about the big. You want to go to you look at Bayern Munich prices online, they're not as cheap as everyone claims they are.
You know what kills me is you go to an NFL football game, you're looking at $2 bills plus just to get in for a seat. And then I'm hearing, you could go watch Dortmund and Bayern, 100 euros. I'm like, Really? That's like $118. I gotta go spend $230 to watch the Giants play
Do you
trash.
know what matter? And that's exactly why we did our protest, because we were like, just because you're from abroad doesn't mean you have to get ripped off.
Oh God, it's
Oh,
unbelievable.
Like you said, if you want to go to NFL game, they're usually about 100.
Yeah,
For
it's like the World Cup. Everyone's going, oh, the World Cup tickets are slow. Because no, it's not because of the wars. It's because they were already slow because of the stupid prices you were charging out for them.
Well, but
I've been looking at the I've been looking at the ticket prices, and it really depends on where they are. In Giant Stadium or MetLife Stadium, they're reasonable, and I say reasonable in relative terms. I'm looking at Dallas because I'm moving to Dallas in 2 weeks for like Arlington Stadium. They're all over $1,000. Doesn't matter where they are.
Even I paid
so in
over $1,000 for
MetLife,
ours.
is that because it's in Jersey, or is that because
I don't know, because if you look like Gillette Stadium, some of their prices are like a couple hundred, like $400, which is a lot, but they're not breaking 1,000. In Arlington and Dallas, they're over 1,000 for every game that's being played.
Did any of you see my view from my seat? The videos I shared, and you showed how close I was, didn't you, at Wembley? I'm like 10 rows.
I didn't see any of them.
I was 10 rows from the front at Wembley. I paid £92 for that seat.
That's amazing.
And
I'm
like,
oh my
10
God,
rows
$600 for a friendly?
That's
wow.
It's crazy.
I was gonna go to
and you know what? People were complaining about the prices at Wembley.
I was going to.
That's the thing.
People were complaining. People were complaining at spending £3 on a bottle of Coke at Wembley.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, we're cheap asses. In the UK, we are cheap asses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Martin,
that's why we like a Greg's. This is why we like a Greg's.
It's wild over here what they're doing with the World Cup.
Greg's is quality.
You know, Greg's is like Jack.
Greg's and Pound Bakery. Steve probably met a few of them in Newcastle. Pound Bakery.
Steve went and got Greg's, or you said right?
I got Greg's.
Isn't it more popular in Newcastle? I had a pocket of liquid meat from Greg's. I tried to get a sausage roll, but they were out because everyone said get a sausage roll. They were out. I guess they're always out. So instead, I got like a pocket that was full of liquid meat, and it was, I don't know what it was.
When you come over, I'll introduce you to a Scotch egg.
I don't do hard-boiled eggs, so I won't touch it. I flat out won't eat a hard-boiled egg, no matter what you try.
Wait, what?
No, it's covered in sausage meat and breadcrumbs.
The texture of a hard-boiled egg makes me throw up. I can't do it.
Yes.
Wait, no, you can get one with runner.
I love eggs.
Get a gourmet runny one.
Eggs every morning. I can't do hard-boiled eggs though. I look at them and it makes me want to throw up.
The smell kills me.
Yeah, I almost vomited in culinary school when I had to do hard-boiled eggs. I was like,
they're awful.
You see, I'm going to ask this, right? So, for example, there's a big thing in America at the minute about the WrestleMania. Yeah, there's a big hoo-ha about Mania tickets in Las Vegas, and they were saying that were they like 5, 6, 7 grand just to get a ticket, and then they were reducing them because what they said was it's killing the Las Vegas tourist scene. Nobody's going in there because of what they're about to do is so some tickets that were $7,000, they've had to drop them to $800 to get people in.
Yes, and that's what
they can't get them in.
Though.
And
they'll jack up the price, and then people won't buy it, so then they have to lower it. They try to sucker people in at the higher price.
Dynamic pricing is what they call it.
And that is why capitalism in America works. Supply and demand.
And that's why I think I'm waiting for those World Cup tickets to drop come a week or two out from the games because
we know they will.
They did in the Club World Cup towards the middle. They were selling tickets. They were dropping them. They were like $30, $40 for just because they weren't getting stadiums full.
Well, a mate of mine has got tickets as England fans, but he's had to do it through his business so he can basically write it off as an expense and then sell it. Well, it is kind of, well, they do that with boxes over there, you know. So, you know, you have a box at Setter.
Yeah.
They'll buy a box and they'll sell the box so that a company will buy a box for a game.
Okay.
And then they rotate the tickets round to their employees.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
So
yeah.
say like you get
It's a
employee
write-off.
of the month, like employee of the month,
Fucking
you'll get that reward if you're a City fan to go to the game.
Oh man.
Oh, wait a second. Is this the Everton guy from the Spaces? I forget his name. Is that the same guy?
Oh, the guy who hates
Remember
it.
there was that Everton guy who'd come into the space and he used to piss me off all the time, but I wonder if it's the same guy.
Martin, you snitching? What, I'm a snitch? What?
Whoa.
Better watch out. Snitches.
Anyways, Martin, you were
What am I
saying-
snitching on?
Saying your friend used England tickets as a business write-off.
All the time.
Honestly,
in America.
Steve, every fucker does that. Kid you not,
okay.
Oh, dude, my cousin's a pilot, and he messaged me one day a couple years ago, and he's like, "Yo, I'm taking my neighbors on a private plane. You want to join us? They have an extra seat."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Sure." And then I found out the guy was a lawyer, and he was going to write it off because he was going to say that I was a prospective client.
Client. Huh?
And because I'd never met him before, and he's like, "Well, he's like, yeah, I'm going to write this off." I was like,
It's like you
okay.
have companies over there that hire out private jets on the hour.
Yeah.
You can ring them up and have a private jet on the go in an
Taylor Swift will
hour.
fly her private jet across LA, but you
Yeah,
kind of
man,
have to
what
because
the
LA
fuck?
traffic is shit.
So, anyways, Martin,
Over
what were you
there.
saying? So,
No. This is
They
not.
got-
This is not a write-off. This is not illegal at all. Because you just
No,
you
it's
say
not
a
legal.
company
No, it's not
expense, 'cause
legal.
you're doing something for the company,
It's a
and
business
it's like to
expense.
reward either a client or
As
employee.
long
you
as
write it
you,
off.
as long as you can explain it that it's to do with the business and it helps the business. So like that's why they say employee of the month or the most sales in the month. They'll come up with something weird like that and get round it, and then they can't touch them.
Yeah. So, anyways, Martin, you were
it's a very
saying.
common business practice.
Wait, so Martin, you're saying England tickets. Your friends got them.
Yeah, he's got them, and he's basically just shared them out between his mates, and they're all going over on a jolly up. But they said there's not many English fans going on their own off their own back.
Right.
Yeah.
They say, like,
I heard so.
say it's like $3,000 a ticket. That's a lot of money over there at the minute.
Dude, and you know what the accommodations are like? They're like 9x what they normally are in like a 25, 30-mile radius of every place. Like I'm thinking about saying, screw it. I need to go to a World Cup game just to say I did it, which is kind of ridiculous. But
Right now, I won't plan on anything going ahead because the way the world's going on, there'll be about, I said this to Kel earlier, there'll be about 3 teams at that World Cup and no one else will be there. Everyone's going to get stopped at immigration and sent back wherever they're coming from.
See, but it's not going to be. Look, we're in a generation where if somebody don't like a country, they're just going to find everything to complain about. This happened at Russia. Remember, guys, in Russia,
Sochi,
gays
yep.
were going to get put to death live on the field. They were scaring you with
yeah,
that.
because they've set laws that go against
the
Western
Russia
culture.
World Cup was fine. The Qatar World Cup was fine. This World Cup,
there's a bit of a difference at the minute, Steve. There's fucking people firing rockets in the air at everyone at the minute.
There's a bit of a difference.
And don't say, I know you might support him, but you've got a bit of a knob in charge of your country at the minute who wants to have a fight with everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, don't we all?
Whoa. So Russia didn't have a guy who wanted to fight everyone.
Right, we're not doing political stuff on here anyway. Let's move on. Jesus.
Tell us about Keir Starmer.
No, you don't want this one.
Fighting bears in the cold in the woods.
People don't like America, and that's fine.
I love America. I'm going there in 2028, 2027.
That's fine. People don't like.
Hey, stay. Yeah. I've been to America. I've been to America 35 times.
No, I'm saying like Twitter people and like everybody saying, "Oh, fucking U.S. World Cup is gonna be awful."
Oh yeah, and they say, "Oh, you're gonna get shot on every street corner."
Yeah,
I've not seen a gun yet.
Martin, remember how you were talking
it's like
about
London, innit? Don't come to London. There's a knife on every street corner. Fuck off.
Exactly.
Well, and that's like, remember how you were talking about how people catastrophize everything with players and whatnot? They do the same thing on the politics sides with this shit. Oh well, you know, you've got the Great Orange Avalanche and the United States is a fascist state and it makes China look like a Care Bear world. Like, give me a break. Like, it's just nuts. You know what I mean? It's just nuts.
Care Bear World. Is that
I
a
don't know,
real thing?
making
Is
shit.
it a theme park?
It might be. I'm making shit
No.
up.
I used to watch Care Bears when I was a kid.
Of course,
Hey,
Yeah.
you say that. Have you seen how much
I
it is
watched
to
the
live in
Care Bears
Australia?
show.
Fuck me, you got to be a millionaire to get in Australia.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It
because
is.
everything's shipped there. No, I keep the Care
Australia
Bears.
is expensive to live in.
I know. I've been to Australia. It's just New Zealand's even more expensive.
I'd kill to
And you
go
only
there. I
get in,
just can't make the
and you only
flights.
get in the country if you have something to it.
Oh, that's
Like
the
you bring some
immigration, yeah.
skill in.
Well,
I don't know, but I got to get
I mean,
to a
that should be
city
the
game
policy everywhere.
in Manchester.
What about Manchester?
Said I've got to get to a
ju-
Manchester City game
just
in
bring an
Manchester.
umbrella. Just bring an umbrella and a bulletproof vest. You'll be all right, mate.
Bulletproof vest in Manchester? No.
No, sorry, stab proof.
That's
You'll be all
better.
right.
I'll be right with that. I'm a big boy.
I'm gonna jump. Anyway, everyone chill out. City will be fine. Just enjoy the journey again. We're gonna start a new journey. It's gonna be fun.
Or whatever. No cliche FC. That's Martin's only rule, or whatever it's called.
Crash.
LCFC.
Crash.
We're going the
how do you
Chelsea
spell that?
model.
How do you spell it?
CRECHE. Crash.
Actually,
Look up the word crash.
Just say no to
Right, Steve.
Rugrats.
Look up the word crash. CRECHE. UK
I've
meaning.
never heard that.
A model or tableau representing the scene of Jesus Christ's birth displayed in homes or public
How the
places.
fuck have you spelled that? Where are you at? Have you never heard of a crash?
No.
I have not. See, look.
We don't know what that is here.
A model
Crash or nursery?
See,
a
look.
crash or a nursery? Surely people have heard of crash. Baby daycare. Thank you, ZP. He knows what I mean. It's like baby daycare crash.
All right, I learned something new today. All right.
Yeah, it's like a baby daycare.
A crash.
Some call it a nursery. Some call it a crash.
I did not know that.
I didn't know it either.
There's something new every day.
So you learn something else. Anyway, tough titty, said the killer. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, that's a solid
Good night,
one.
Martin. Thanks for welcome back.
Take care, Martin.
We missed
Enjoy
you.
your holidays.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up. We've been going for over 3 hours again. Apparently, we don't know how to do a short stream here. we
really don't.
We just go, but it seems to be like a time slot people like. So these late night chats or late night for the UK. I guess it's getting late for you guys on the East Coast too, but it's only 7 something here. So I'm like, what? It's still not pitch. It's still not even dark out yet. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Random.
West Coast for you. Yep. Yeah. We're random.
I never heard of crush in my life.
What is this? Oh, it's a Broly. I don't know.
Same here, man.
Darren, we don't know. Steve, can you send Tonelli a message telling him he's a wanker for scoring against us?
No, Spooby. I don't give a fuck about Northern Ireland, so you can hold on.
I thought I said United. I was like, when did Newcastle and Manchester United play?
No, Spooby's my boy. He's what's it called? He's Northern Irish.
Oh.
Northern
The only
Irish.
city I know is Belfast. And
Obviously,
Derry.
they lost.
I don't even
to,
actually. Derry might be regular Ireland. Southern Ireland. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. We started the show about Rodri, and then it turned into,
Crash.
we'll just start calling these chaos streams, I guess. Turned into business and crash and Greg's and all that weird shit. So.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. Big up everyone who jumped on. There was Luke, there was Daniele, there was Adam, there's a bunch of other people, but
thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, big up Matt Hatter for joining, jumping in. Thanks to the chat for engaging with us, and we'll try to do one more of these before I go on vacation. So we'll figure something out, and maybe on Sunday night or something. I have Sunday off, so maybe I'll do something on Sunday, just as like I'll see you in a little while, guys, type stream. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Night, guys.
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, ee-aw, ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.